Back to Genshin. Woo woo. Alrighty. One sec. Haha. Let's
Osmanthus wine tastes the same as I remember. But where are those who share the memory?
this. What is this? Of ballads and brews. Oh, harvest stuff and festival stuff in Mondstadt. Oh, hello, Sino. 20 primos. 20 primos. Candace. Yeah. Okay, 20 primos. I guess I'll try it. Let's see. Sino causes him to advance at high speed. Electro damage along his path. Causes him to so he's an on-field fighter. And not happening. As I have, let's see. Okay, spear user. What's this charge? Okay.
Nowhere to run.
Huh. Interesting.
Surrender. Well played.
Time to clean up.
Through me, justice is served.
Okay, so that doesn't last for very long.
Your sins weigh upon your soul. Stay condemned.
Yeah, that doesn't last very long. Huh. Eh. He's alright, I guess. Excuse me. He's okay. I'm not gonna roll for him. And he's not bad, just not what I'm used to. Ooh, scarabs? Dude, there's fucking scarabs now? Hell yeah. Oh yeah. So, we get a free Candace. That's his story chapter. Ew. Okay, okay. Let's see, what's this? Blah. What's here? Oh. What? Whatever. We must go to the desert. Huh? Aeon Blight Drake. Oh, he's a world boss. Okay. Da 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 da. Don't worry, I'm coming, Mr. Desert. Sebastian Sallow looking good.
Osman.
Yes. I'm so excited.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two. Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today? Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the Academia's Academic Symposium this afternoon and recite a love poem on stage.
Fuck no!
Say what now? And if possible, please also use your camera to capture the reaction of the audience upon finishing the poem. Huh? What kind of commission is that?
That's not a commission.
see. It appears that you're not interested in this commission. In that case, please go to Port Ormos and convince the Eremites there to spend some time volunteering at the local orphanage.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the mercenaries will have some interesting reactions as well.
Hyman's gotta ask, just who exactly has been submitting these commissions to the Adventurers Guild?
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just wanted to see the two of you in action.
Was it so obvious?
Nah.
I was hoping you would actually take one of those commissions. That kind of chance to observe humans doesn't come by often.
Ah, Nahida.
So it's Nahida. Hyman just knew Catherine wouldn't crack those kinds of jokes. When did you get into her head? From when she said, Ad Astra Abyssosque. So it's been you this whole time? Are you done resting up, Nahida? Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways, and I even had a really, really long dream.
No.
It was another dream about the Sumeru's festival, except it was a happy one.
Yay,
In my
happiness,
dream, I was sitting
woo!
in the middle of a flower terrace, and everyone in Sumeru City was holding hands as they danced in circles around me. They danced round and round, and everyone looked really happy. I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage. Ferris, the Knight of Flowers, raised me really, really high above the ground, and I was throwing an endless amount of Yalda candies at the children. You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sumeru's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where everyone gets together to celebrate your birthday. Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream? Why are you both looking at me like that? Wait, could this be an example of the emotion known as pity?
I don't pity you.
No, we aren't pitying you. That would only make everything worse. We just don't want you to feel too sad. By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homianis haven't allowed any visitors after the festival, so we haven't been able to check on her. Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. She was resting at the time. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation of the withering on the human body, we can only cure it by finding a way to take care of Irminsul's own withering. But for the moment,
Nah.
our top focus should still be figuring out what the sages are up to and what they're planning.
Can't be anything good.
Who knows what'll happen if they manage to pull off another scheme like the Samsara of the Sumeru's festival? So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sages' activities. As for how we should pull that off, let's discuss it somewhere else. There are too many adventurers around here. Oh, good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for a little while.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go! Let's go. Wow.
Let's continue our chat here. Okay, so do you have any ideas on how we can investigate the sages, Nahida? Actually, I've already done a little bit of work on that. But for now, I want to hear your thoughts.
They're all whack.
No way, that's too risky. You mean it'd be too easy to get caught? No, it's not that. We shouldn't involve innocent students in this. A single mistake could completely ruin their lives.
Let's do it.
Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people for my own selfish goals. How is that any different from what the sages are doing?
Because in the
That's a good
long run,
point.
it's not gonna
Spoken
fucking
like the
matter.
god of Sumeru. We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goals, any rash move could tip them off and lead to terrible consequences. After all, every person in Sumeru City is one of their hostages.
Oh. So that really leaves
I've
that.
already tried that, but all the key members of the Academia, even the core of 30 guards, intentionally avoid wearing their Akasha terminals. It seems that from the very beginning, they've been guarding against info leaks from the Akasha. Of course, it could also be because they're wary of me.
Have you already caught the sage's attention?
I'm guessing not yet, but distrusting me would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about me. In any case, I probably can't take over their minds directly.
Are we really out of ideas?
We
Nahida,
could just
keep us
blow it
smart.
the fuck
You
up.
only have something in mind, right? Don't keep us in suspense.
According to a popular theory from the Vahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual proposal.
Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? You don't have to use that kind of gimmick to make us take your ideas seriously.
Well, I've been thinking that if I can't directly possess the leaders, and if I can't get ordinary people involved, then I should find someone who's already involved, but hasn't decided to side with the sages.
You're saying we should recruit a spy? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Alhaitham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back.
Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Sataria.
Oh, yeah.
We ran into her basically every time the Sumeru festival repeated itself. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean way she always spoke.
I've always liked observing all kinds of people. She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Her academic gifts allowed her special admission into the academia.
Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty special then.
The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the... Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling light. Soon after, the star witnessed the sun scorching the earth. The star began to waver. Instead of staying beside such a sun, wouldn't it be better to return and light up part of the night sky? But in the end, she couldn't give up the radiance of daytime. To cope with her shame, the star buried her guilt and closed her eyes.
From the sound of it, Sataria's just hung up on the reef, but she doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's just running away.
Indeed. When they are presented with complex moral issues, many people will simply plug their ears and go with the flow until the problem can't be fixed anymore. She's suppressing a lot of guilt, but before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. Right. We must somehow make her face her that way.
Yeah.
Not only can we get useful intel from her, but she can also... From my past observations, Sataria will take a day off from the Academia every 10 days to do some shopping in the city. Tomorrow afternoon just happens to be a shopping day for her. To prepare, let's go check out some of her favorite spots. And
Yeah. I thought I was gonna go to the desert. I wanna go to the desert.
this should be Sataria's favorite fortune-telling spot.
So should we ask the fortune teller about Sataria?
No,
No.
I already have enough information on Sataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics.
Talking style and key characteristics?
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today by the gods, I may be able to show you the way.
Huh?
To the desert!
Really?
Show me the
You've
way
been whispering things
to
to
the
her?
fucking desert.
My friend here has some doubts regarding his future. Can we get a fortune reading for him?
Send me to the
Of
desert.
course, of course. In that case...
Cats!
It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps, at some time in the past, you have somehow offended the gods.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savviness, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Hmm?
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect for her to divine.
My giant penis.
Health
I got-
prospects. No problem at all. Oh. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed. Your life shall continue on for... Huh? Many tens of thousands of years? Impossible. Harut, Marut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never seen a fortune so absurd.
Tens of thousands of
Actually,
years.
Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune-telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial...
Is that so?
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and Marut on your next visit, perhaps they...
You should live for the next, what? Yeah, tens of
Is this
thousands
another
of
one
years.
Of Sataria's favorite stalls?
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helped Sataria a lot when she first moved to Sumeru City, so she still comes by whenever she has time. When I start talking with him, listen carefully to the details of our conversation.
If it's about fucking sugar.
Ah, dear customers, would you like to look at some pottery?
We caught wind
I
of
like
your
the green
great
one.
craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild? Sounds like I'm in for some big business.
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
I suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret. And I simply changed trades when my works turned out well. Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making a living doing something you love.
So is your father still working as a mason?
Oh no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Port Ormos nowadays.
As
I
he
see.
should.
We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement. I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you to it. Take care now.
No problem. Rest easy, all our goods are sure to meet your every need.
Whee! They all seem very formal, except for the child who was like...
always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So she always comes by whenever she's out in the city.
Nahida, you've really thought of everything.
It's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens, after all.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite remember.
Keisha.
If I recall, you were having a discussion with someone about shipbuilding at the time.
Ah, that's right. I've always been really interested in feats of marine engineering. After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood staring at the ships coming in and out of the port. I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of talent. But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars, and I'm continuing to study and perform research from the restaurant's basement. I'm sure I'll get to the academia after their next round of exams.
What an admirable spirit for learning. Amazing.
Sure, but you'll find hardworking people wherever you go.
So this restaurant has a basement as well? Huh. First I've heard of it.
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons. Most of the time, employees use it for breaks or to hold private events.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your studies, Miss Chishan.
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia as an official student, I'll be happy.
Wee.
So, was that it?
Mm-hmm. 3 familiar faces should be enough for Sataria.
What's the point of all the information we've collected?
Sataria is already used to avoiding her problems, so we must find a way to break through her usual... I remember that you mentioned that the Eremites in Port Ormos are all making a fuss about the upcoming resurrection of the Scarlet King. Although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the fate of her homeland may turn out to be Sataria's soft spot.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Well, the Scarlet King is long gone, and Sataria is also too smart to fall for any simple trick. If we simply engaged her under the guise of the Scarlet King's believers, she would definitely be wary of us. But if we were to borrow some of her close acquaintances to talk with her, her reaction would probably be...
So, you mean you're going to possess those...
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply that they've already converted to the faith of the Scarlet King, and then convey our made-up will of the Scarlet King. As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Sataria for sure. She'll never guess that we had any...
Ah, so that's how you...
Exactly.
Interesting.
So...
Huh? Best of luck. But...
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them. As long as you're also wearing an Akasha terminal, the effect will basically be as if you've possessed...
Huh.
Interesting.
That is pretty convenient. But why does...
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been good at imitating them.
You're not wrong. It's always been painfully obvious.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred to leave these people alone.
Yeah, don't beat yourself up.
Alright, then...
Alright, I'll give it a fucking shot. Not that I'll be any good.
Here she comes. Satori! Let's quietly follow her. As for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
I hope.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find...
I don't think I'll be able to pull it off. I'm pretty sure I'll fuck something up.
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still...
Oh, of course I'm listening. You were talking about troubles with your love life, right? I heard everything you said.
Okay then. You just seem... strange. Your cats seem pretty... I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Harut and Marut.
So, which fortune do you want me to read for you today? You must have come for another echo of the divine voice of wisdom.
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
Fucking Paimon, get out of there.
No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth. The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking about?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question. Oh, the gods seem to be truly upset.
Oh.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine... And, if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
Scarlet King. Desheret.
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all. The Scarlet King.
The Scarlet King? No wonder he would make such a demand of me. Even though news of the Scarlet King's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire, it's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia.
What insolence! I am the Scarlet King's most loyal believer.
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory... I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
There was no one there.
Whoa! She just ran off in a hurry. Well done. Setaria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's
I
been
highly
trying
fucking
desperately
doubt
to
that.
avoid.
She was...
That must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. It seems all I know are some abstract Harabata theories. Let's get ready to possess him right away!
Alright, so I got the first one down easy.
Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better? Oh, that's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. Actually, while we're talking about him...
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Please
Yeah.
pass on that recently, faith in the Scarlet King has taken root in Port Ormos. and has begun to spread across. He has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to get into a fight with those Scarlet King believers because of a
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this? The Academia or the I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert. Yet you chose to betray the Scarlet King. And now you spend all your time with those crooks from the Academia.
Akeem, you don't mean you've all...
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
Can't pick a side? Me?
Yeah, yeah, you.
Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this.
I was... So I was thinking that I would have to, like, actually choose, like, all the options and everything, so this makes it easier. Like, hands down makes it easier to do.
But once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything.
And the last, please.
Come on! Sataria's already started talking with Shishan.
Shishan. Alright, I got this.
So, Shishan, have you noticed, like, as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of strange things, I celebrated the Sub-Zerus festival so many times that I lost count. That was really...
Wait, how could you be aware of that? That should be impossible. Nothing.
Are you still failing to realize that the Academia's lowly tricks could never deceive all of Sumeru's citizens?
Yeah.
Shishan, don't tell me that you've converted to the
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming... In reality, shouldn't you be the one who is ashamed? You, who works side by side with the Academia, and treated people as nothing more than experimental subjects?
Please, please stop!
Yeah. She feels it now.
No, Sataria's still trying to run from her problem.
She can no longer justify everything to...
Hey, she's trying to talk to the guards.
This is the most important part of...
Mercenary, you're a member of the Corps of 30, correct? Please help me pass a message to the Matra right away. The situation in the...
Please, try to remain calm, miss.
Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their side.
Heretics? What kind of
The Scarlet King! Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him, but he...
Miss Zataria, nothing.
You know...
The Scarlet King is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Zataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, the tighter the Academia's grasp on you will become, and the deeper you will be ensnared.
Yeah.
Child of the Scarlet King, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise Scarlet King? In fact, aren't you the strange one? The one who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of the Scarlet King.
Zataria, why haven't you gone home?
True evil.
It seems that no matter where I run, I only keep finding more. I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in the Sage's plans, and from ignoring the letters from the children of my homeland. But no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides, did you really want to conduct your research while carrying such heavy feelings?
I mean, like, how could you? You just feel like complete shit the entire time you're
so
trying
well?
to do something.
Are you truly just a believer of the Scarlet?
That's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the Academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes. If you could provide some assistance in this matter, Perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation.
Do it!
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the Sage's current activity?
I was just one of the designers for the massed dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sumeru's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those confidential. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has returned to the city, and even the sages are still quite wary.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the purpose of their work. Is there a way for us to get access to the confidential documents you mentioned?
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks outside of the project. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my hands on. Let me see. Let's use the most primitive method.
The academia entrance. Wouldn't that be too...
Don't worry about that. I assure you, this won't be... I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the academia again.
Yeah.
It'll be safest for me to distract the guards long enough to hand you the documents.
All right, I trust you.
So, if I were...
That'll depend on the judgment of the Dendro Archon.
The Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for Maybe it's time for me to find a god to...
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed the Traveler's execution was ingenious.
Yeah.
Now that we've
I'm a great fucking actor, guys. You saw that? You saw those skills?
Pray for Sataria's mission to go off without a hitch.
I fucking got it.
But if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying to you? God of wisdom? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
Such great fucking skills. Ah, shit. I gotta change the time to... Come on. Whatever, that's close enough, I guess.
The Traveler. I'm learning more about you all the time.
I did wait. I went to 1900. Yeah. I just want to get to the desert. Ah, there we go. Okay. Up there. Right? Yeah, it's up there. It's like right there. Whee! There we go.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, you are the other Catherine, right? That's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine in your mind. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight, so we need to protect Catherine's identity. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap.
Ooh, Bungo Stray
If
Dogs
something were
Season
to
4 coming
happen,
out?
My existence
Eventually?
may be the only trump card we'll be able to play. After all, the academia should still be unable to confirm the existence of my consciousness in the outside world. Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking. Anyway, enough about that. Let's just make sure to be on our guard.
Alright. This one.
What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. Of course it's quiet. You're not getting paranoid, are you?
No, I think he's right. It really is a lot quieter than usual. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. I'm not sure if this is the case for the entire city, though.
Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria figured out...
I also can't quite figure out why things feel a little off. But,
well, regardless...
Yeah. Maybe it's another Samsara thing. Like the Academia found out, and it's just another Samsara.
Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the Academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
So, am I going up, or am I going there? I don't think it's there. Ah, here. What? Show me.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
I shouldn't have greed.
Ah, the triumphant hero returns at last. And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
you're the outcast, expelled from the Academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Oh no! Fatui!
If
Right
you're looking
here!
for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeru City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people.
Leave now. You need to get out of here.
What? That guy's a Fatui Harbinger! We can't just leave you here!
Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeru.
Yeah.
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Oh. Oh my God. Oh my God.
This should be far enough. Is the Hida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new Harbinger here, let alone such a high-ranking one. That guy was number 2. So scared. He called himself the Doctor. Remember, Tainari told us about him. Sataria did say that some once got expelled from the academia came back recently, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must have been talking about the doctor.
Oh my god.
Now that the doctor's in the picture, we're no longer just dealing with the academia. They're in cahoots with the Fatui. But what are the Fatui after this time? Yeah, things would be a lot. Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But we can't just keep waiting around. You mean... Oh, right! Wasn't he invited by the sages to work on some project when we were staying with him in the video? Even though he turned it down at the time, there's no time to lose. Let's...
Holy fuck. That is just... That's whack. I'm not gonna lie. That was a dope way to reveal the second Harbinger right there. I mean, we've seen all of them. They did like a little preview of like all the other Harbingers, but to like play the game and then run into him like that, that was fucking... That was just another way. That actually made me like feel something, like hot fucking damn. Just
hold it right there.
Good. I'm doing good, Savage. Like,
floating ferry. We've got you right. Take a look around. You've fallen right into our trap.
That was
Are you
dope.
mercenaries from the Corps of 30? Did you...
Corps of 30? We're nothing like those government lapdogs who don't even get scraps for... We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all of Sumeru. We're here on the orders of a client known only as the Outcast.
The Outcast? But why wouldn't the doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time on idle chit.
You guys can't fucking beat me.
New solidify.
My apologies.
Lightning flash.
Just like we rehearsed.
Take this.
Hi.
Order guide you.
Did you get your morning workout done there?
New punching.
Take flight.
Thunderclap. This is order. Solidify.
It isn't over yet. Here comes reinforcements.
Yeah. Reinforcements, Sumeru-forcements.
This is order.
And another meteor. Bam!
That was pretty rough.
That wasn't rough at all.
Elite mercenaries? Yeah. Looks like we'll have to keep our guard. But this doctor guy seems like a pretty tough opponent. He knew going up against smart...
Whee! Hello, doggos. Tainari! Tainari! Ugh.
Oh, it's the traveler. Chloe! It's nice to...
To be honest, I'm not doing too well. My Laz'R has been progressing at a faster rate lately. As a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the patrol schedule. He will only allow me to stay here and...
Oh, Chloe!
Ow! I feel nothing!
Speaking of Tainari...
Oh, Master Tainari? You just left the Avidia Forest a little while ago.
He left?
I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes... No, I only found out that he left through a message he left behind. To leave and... Master Tainari originally studied in the Amorta Darshan of the Academia, and Partis Di is something like the Amorta's research base. Many rare shrubs and... I know that before he
A research base, huh? Oh,
Alright,
we don't
let's go.
have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI. Got it.
I'm gonna change the party setup real quick. I'm gonna get a...
I'll bring
Xinyan
my
back in.
seasonings.
Xianling back in. Alright, where? Here. They just showed us the second Harbinger for the Fatui, which are like quote-unquote the big bads of the game. But, there's like a theory that they're not actually the bad ones, they're actually trying to like fix shit. Because like Celestia, which is like the higher power, are kind of dicks. So the Fatui are going around collecting all the Gnosis, which is the power for the Archons, who are like the gods of each region. So the Fatui aren't actually bad, they're trying to take down the status quo kind of deal. But there's like 11 Harbingers, well 10 now.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touching reunion, but you're ruined.
Actually, it's very smart of the Traveler to be wary of me right now. After all, the Doctor had... Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up, and I was facing the Doctor. Even a pool of stagnant water after a torrential storm can occasionally pass as a patch of sky.
Paimon feels like only the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Huh? But I wasn't trying to win your trust or anything. All I wanted was to clarify my point.
Well, we understand that.
And clarify you did.
Tell us more about what happened. Are those poor people all right?
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, when the Doctor mentioned depositing information into the subconscious, he didn't mean engraving information. Instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. That was still with... Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away.
What a relief. The Doctor sure pulled out some hidden cards, but...
I wouldn't be... I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds. Which means also...
Yeah.
The Doctor is already an expert at modifying Akasha terminals. Maybe it's only a matter of time until he...
Then get out of the Akasha.
No longer be able to jump between minds? Then how do we stop him? Ugh. It feels like... Plus, the Doctor's combat ability alone is apparently enough to make him worthy of being number 2 of the Fatui.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
It's not based on fighting power, though. Like, that's how, like, the Fatui aren't labeled by fighting power.
Have you been waiting for us?
Yes, I have. I can see the Traveler's elemental energy. So I deduced your destination by looking at the direction you were. You didn't come here for sightseeing. We're looking for. Okay, let's.
Like, they're based off of what they can give to the Sritsa, which is the Archon for Snezhnaya, which is Cryo.
A blade
They're not
embraces its
based
duty.
off of, like,
As a jeweler
power.
cherish-
Like, you could be number 3 and you're all about, like, money, wealth.
Traveler?
Hypatia?
Ah, the voice! It's Hypatia!
Ah, what a pleasant surprise! It's so nice to see the two of you again.
Who's this?
Hypatia!
Scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the, what's it called? Satyavada life?
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia!
It's just the right time. Ever since I've come here, hardly anyone has even talked to me.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Actually, for you to leave the Avidia Forest means... you're not in training anymore? Wait, no. Did you already finish your training and reach Pariporna life?
What do you think?
She did
My
it!
consciousness has already managed to make contact with the divine.
You did it! Congratulations!
It's so exhilarating to share this sublime joy with others at long last. When my consciousness made contact with the gods. Ah, what a supreme and unparalleled experience that was.
You're not gonna wet the floor, are you?
Sounds incredible!
Oh, all right. Actually, remember? I promised to help you understand what you saw from Irminsul. My current self has not only gained true insight, but I can even help you establish a direct connection to the consciousness of the divine.
You can do that?
I've never heard of anything like that, but if you want to give...
Hold on. I brought some spirit borneo with me. This is still a crucial part of the ceremony.
We're using that incense again?
All right now. Hold my hand. I'll help you establish a pathway to connect your consciousness.
Something's not right here. Something is very, very wrong here.
Ready?
Very fucking wrong. That is like my gut feeling. Something's fucking wrong here.
It took 3 betrayals for me to finally understand. The world is just an elaborate tapestry of lies. My fury will never be quelled.
Oh no!
Scaramouche was
Scaramouche!
a god. My creator. My mother. Valuing strength above all, she saw no worth in me and I was discarded.
Oh,
The
Scaramouche.
second was a human. My family. My friend. Consumed by fear, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest. Powerless before his mortality, he broke his promise to me. Humans, they can't be trusted. And the gods fill me with pure loathing. So I said
I've got
good
fucking
riddance.
goosebumps with this
I
shit.
denounce the world and laugh in its face. My chest will never again be defiled by worldly filth. I will scrub away every last trace of human emotion. Then it will be empty, a blank slate, and ready to receive a supreme gnosis, brimming with pure divinity. There is no need to fear. The pain will be brief. Your era is coming to an end.
Oh.
What was that? Did we actually just see the Baladier's memories? Everything matches what we know about him. But how is he connected to the divine consciousness that Hypatia...
You saw it, right? You felt it, right? Such a majestic... Alas, shit. If only that which beats within my chest wasn't a filthy mortal heart.
Do you understand now? I'm afraid this is no Peripurna life, but rather...
You... Why are you so mean? I found divine wisdom.
It's not.
Shouldn't
no.
I receive praise and honor? Haven't I uncovered that light in the darkness?
Hypatia?
That's how I always thought everything should be. Wait, have I already lost my mind?
Oh, that gave me fucking goosebumps.
Wait, something isn't right.
Ooh. No. Bruh. This shit is getting nuts.
Okay, we finally lost him. Are you okay, Nahida? Wait, no. Something feels different. You're back!
Oh, the Traveler's back?
Nahida was controlling your body for a while. It seemed like she jumped over to you as an emergency measure right before the Catherine puppet was destroyed.
Oh,
After that,
God.
Kainari heard the commotion and came over. He helped us defeat the mercenaries and then he ran with us all the way here. What? You swapped places? You mean your consciousness also went into Nahida's body?
Oh, it's fucking whack.
Where is Nahida's consciousness?
I never imagined that an individual's consciousness could be transferred around like this. Had I not seen it with my own eyes, I would have never believed it. I don't think this can be achieved with current human technology. Also, while we were running, the consciousness in your body told me to pass on a message. The doctor has found a way to trap my consciousness, so I can't journey with you anymore. But even in a moonless night, A shower of starlight can still drown out illusions and lies.
Oh no! Was that message all she left for us? It's pretty vague.
No.
Oh, that makes sense. Since the doctor captured her, she won't be able to say anything with... Even in a moonless night, a shower of starlight can still drown out... Paimon knows the moon illusions and lies are from that alchemical... Didn't Nahida use a starlight analogy before? It had something to do with Sataria.
We have to go to the desert.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
To the desert!
Huh. Do you think Nahida was telling us to go find help in the desert? But she isn't with us anymore. Think we'll be okay?
Yeah, we'll be fucking fine.
You said Sanctuary of Surasthana. Does this mean that this Nahida you're talking about, the consciousness who was occupying the traveler's body, is the Dendro Archon?
Your guess is correct, but the situation's a bit...
That's all right. A scholar's curiosity doesn't need to be appeased right away. As for the complicated nature of the situation, I've spent some time with you, and it looks like the Dendro Archon's also on...
Thank you, Tainari. Oh, actually, we came here to ask you a question.
Fucking what?
What do you know about the project that the sages have...
Ah, that. While I was indeed invited to join that project, the sages were always secretive about its scope and goals. All I know is that that project has something to do with the restoration of Irminsul.
Huh? Did you see something when you were in Nahida's body? What?
Do you have any evidence?
Yeah, no, that shit was fucking whack.
So that's what happened. That explains why Hypatia's symptoms were different from those of the other scholars who went mad. It's because she made contact with the consciousness of a new god who is still in the process of being born.
Tainari, did you leave the Avidia Forest because of Hypatia?
I did. I noticed Hypatia's mental anomalies, but since her symptoms were rather atypical, I secretly took her to Pardis Dii and began searching for a way to return her to her normal self. If I didn't take action, Hypatia would have already been taken by the Matra to the desert, doomed to a life of exile at Aru Village. Now that you mention it, I knew the Academia has never thought particularly highly of Lesser Lord Kusanali, but I still didn't expect them to do something as arrogant as creating a new god. Looks like I made the right decision by not accepting their invitation. The Doctor and the Balladeer. We have two Fatui
Dottore
harbingers in Sumeru.
and Scaramouche.
Sounds like we're in for a bad time. From your description, I don't think they've completed their project. But then, what is the connection?
Yeah, it feels like we're still nowhere close to figuring out the sage's goals. Right, we've pretty much gone over everything we need to know, so we should head out. How about...
I'll stay here for now. I still want to try a few more things to help. If you're planning to go into the desert, start by heading for Caravan Rabat. Come find me here if there's anything else I can do to help.
Thanks, Tainari. Hopefully
Oh, bro. Oh, bro. This shit's getting whack. I fucking love it. This is the best story I've had since...
There's a pleasant breeze.
Inazuma.
Sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
Yeah, you guys notice my new little floating pet? Look at it, so cute! Although I'd rather have like a snake doing like little motions around like a infinity symbol, or just like curling around and everything. That'd be fucking dope. Here. Alright, so right here. Dude. Holy fuck. Like, they showed like some of this for like the sneak preview, but I did not expect it to be like this. Like,
My apologies.
oops, wrong thing. Hey, I could go over there now. Like, we gotta look at all of that over there now. Dude. Dude, this is some fucking whack shit.
Because things are so, ergo they are such.
We finally made it to Car- So, just... Oh, wow. Paimon remembers hearing people call this the Wall of Samiel. It's made to block sandstorms from the outside. Oh, if it's this tall, it's gotta be the divine work of greater...
Bruh.
Enough gawking. Come on, follow me.
Oh, hey, Thumb!
Over here.
Oh, Haytham went that way! Let's hurry up and follow him. Wonder what he's up to.
Well, considering I'm, like, this much faster than him.
What the... Where did he go? How did we lose him? They were just here.
More Aramite mercenaries? Who are they working for this time?
You were too careless. You should have noticed those hopeless amateurs trailing you a long time ago. There's no need to thank me. I've never cared to keep track of all I did was correct a mistake I happened to come across. It's a habit I developed at the academia.
You really gave Paimon a scare, Al Haytham. We never thought we'd run into you here.
Oh, Haytham looks fucking dope.
Last time we met at Port Ormos, didn't you say you were going back to the academia?
Oh, so you've already landed yourselves on the academia's hit list. I can't say that I didn't expect. However, had I wished to turn you over to the academia, don't you think you'd already be the Eremites' honored guests by now?
Oh,
yeah, that's true.
Right. You do have a point.
I have no interest in running errands for that project. As a scholar, I've always belonged to the camp that promotes researcher autonomy. And these days, you're more fascinating than anything the sages can offer. Not quite. To tell you the truth, I'm still investigating. Everyone says the capsule originated in the desert and was eventually moved to Port Ormos. If I am to get to the... Which brings me back to you. The leader of Ain al-Ahmar used the divine knowledge capsule right in front of you. And upon seeing him, your expression became perplexed, and you were lost in thought for quite some... To have that kind of reaction, I think you must have realized something.
Al Haytham, you really have a ridiculous eye for detail. What kind of...
So that's your answer. Well, I do work for the but that does prove you do have some undisclosed information about the no matter. Rather than simply learning the answers from you, I'd still prefer to investigate on my own.
That's right! We have the same plan as you! But we don't really have any concrete goals.
Then I'd suggest starting with Aru Village. It's the largest settlement in the desert, so it'll probably have...
It's always better to trap...
Yeah. Let's go. Oh, look. And now we have hit. Oh, look at that little foxy. Oh, fox cat. I will need that if I'm to capture it. Damn, it disappeared. Alright, keep an eye out. Dang. That one's gonna get away too. Oof.
Stabilize. Lightning flash.
Sakura swirl. Whirling snow.
Yeah.
Solidify.
Where's the thing here? Ooh, a chest right here. Hell yeah.
Today is a lucky day.
Dude. Hey, look, it's that thing.
Stabilize.
Meat? Meat! Oh, this is so cool. I love it. Oh.
I will have order.
Nice. Foul. Oh! That would make a cool pet!
Take flight.
Dude. And the enemies drop fucking foul? Bruh. Dude. Oh. What is... Oh, that's a... Dude, that's a scorpion! Look at that thing! Oh, that is so cool. I want it. Let me have it as a pet, please. Bro, I'm fucking loving this desert so far. Like, scorpions, fucking phoenix-looking dragon birds. Oh, I can't capture that? Scarab! Mine. Okay, so... archive. What animals in, Sumeru are... capturable. A bunch of fucking pigeon stuff. Dude, look at that thing! Oh, that thing is so fucking cool. That is a cool bird, not gonna lie. And I'm not big on, like, birds. Oh, you can capture these things? I don't wanna. Wait. What? There's a blue thunder weasel that you can capture? Where? Or did I actually capture one? Look at the spinal crocs. Look at that thing. The scorpion. Although it's not really a scorpion as it's only got 2 legs and 2 pincers, so yeah. But dope. And a lot of fish. You can capture these? Huh. Okay, so there are new fish everywhere. I don't think the desert would have any. Oh, I would love to be able to capture that too. Dude. So the next one of those I see, I'll kill it just to see what it is, you know? The world opens to those noble hearts. Oh. Oh, this is a big desert. Look at that. Oh, big area. So, just for reference, all of this is leeway, not including this. This is all Sumeru. That's a lot. That is nice. Look at that. Yay. 13 out of 25. Nice. Dude, I am loving this. I am really, really loving this.
Before us lies Aru Village, the safe haven of the desert folk.
Whoa, this landscape is really something else. What a cool place! Let's go check it out!
Hello, Sino. Nice! Look at these skills, bro!
Sino.
You will not get past me.
Unless my memory fails me, we have barely spoken 2 words to each other before now at the Academia. Would you care to enlighten me as to when and how I invited the General Mahamatra's wrath?
Al-Haytham, do not think you can escape my judgment just because you managed to escape my attack.
Judgment? So that's how you'd characterize your actions here, is it? Or would elimination perhaps be a more accurate description?
Had I used my full strength, not even this traveler would have been able to stop me. Though styled like an assassination, I sought only to ensure that my target would be unable to flee or resist. Standard practice for the Matra, as well you know.
Seemed to me more like your own personal touch.
Yeah.
Who is that, Al-Haytham? Did you call him General Mahamatra?
Yes. General Mahamatra Sino, head of all the Matra at the Academia.
Nice.
He's a formidable hunter, and the ultimate nightmare for any who have committed academic crimes.
You seem to have placed a lot of trust in Al-Haytham, to the point of blocking an attack for him. If I were you, I'd never choose to side with him. I wouldn't believe a single word that comes out of his mouth.
He's been more straightforward than
been
anybody
pursuing
else
this
since I've
scribe
gotten
for
here.
a long time. I urge you, stand back and do not seek to defend him any longer. Otherwise, there...
Has Al-Haytham done something wrong? Hyman doesn't think he's as bad as you've made him out to be.
I won't waste my breath explaining things. Al-Haytham, I saw it during our fight. Take it out. The divine knowledge capsule you're hiding on your person. Unless you want me to retrieve it for myself.
Very perceptive of you. Nothing escapes a Matra's senses.
Although he seemed to have...
Knowledge capsule? Didn't it fall into the Matra's hands in Port Ormos?
No wonder you speak with such confidence, Sino. But I must admit, I'm very curious. What does this capsule mean to you? And why, as General Mahamatra of the Academia, are you all alone in the desert? As far as I'm aware, the other Matra have been speculating about your disappearance. Have you been given a mission that's, let's say, morally dubious?
More than likely.
If I was the real target of your mission, what was stopping you from simply using your authority and resources to judge me within the walls of the act?
I should have known you'd be difficult to deal with.
You two? Ugh. What you would do, Traveler? Paimon feels like we can't trust either of them.
Well, look at you two, acting all self-righteous over there.
Wait,
Dea, whichever. I don't care. I want her.
Great! Finally, someone that we can trust! You gotta help us out here, otherwise...
Yeah, sure looks that way. 2 giants from the Academia duking it out once and for all. Not something you get to see every day, that's for sure. Listen, I know you academic types love to fill up your big brains with self-righteous morality and lord your empty rules and virtues over each other. But how dare you bring your petty disputes into the safe haven of Aru Village? It seems like someone's gonna have to beat some sense into your thick skulls until you finally learn to respect these grounds.
Yay!
Hey, did either of you hear a word I just said?
Wind.
Whoa, what's going on? The wind's so strong.
Another sandstorm? What's up with these recently?
Oh,
hey,
look.
All of you, over here, quickly! We have to take cover.
Someone's calling for us!
That sounded like Candace.
Yeah, I
Come
thought
on,
it was.
you two. Jeez, are all of you academia folks such hard work?
All right.
Eh. Dude. I'm fucking loving this. Like, some of the talking's kind of annoying, but, like, a lot of it has been fucking good. Chef's kiss. God, I want Dia so bad.
Well, this is... Hey, want to play sardines with 3 people who want to tear each other limb from limb? Sure, why not? Sounds fun. The air is so thick and heavy. Paimon can hardly keep floating anymore.
My sincere apologies, everyone. This is the home of our village chief. I will have to ask you to make do with this small room until the sandstorm dies down. Please, let me introduce myself. I am Candace, protector of
Bruh,
our village.
heterochromia.
Nice to meet you, Candace. The name's...
I don't remember her
There's no need
having
to thank me. It's only right to help each other when the weather gets
heterochromia
rough.
in the sneak preview.
Wow. She's so gentle and caring. Like a nice older sister.
All right. Now that we're all better acquainted, as a guardian charged with the responsibility to protect my fellow villagers from harm, I was observing your conflict from afar. And now that you have set foot within our village itself, it is all the more my responsibility to make absolutely sure that you pose So please, have an honest and sincere conversation. If anyone dares to start anything again while they are under this roof, I will not hesitate to send them out for some quality time with the creatures of the sandstorm.
Nah.
And that goes for you too, Miss Dia.
I love Dia.
All right, we got it, Candace.
Dude, I want Dia so fucking
That's what I'd like
bad.
to hear.
I don't think
So,
I've wanted another character
of you
so
will
bad. Than
I was supposed
like,
to be a mediator,
other than
but
Zhongli.
I might have gotten a little too involved just now. Anyway, one of those two should probably start talking.
Wait, that was you trying to be...
I have nothing to hide, so there's no shame in explaining myself. While Al-Haytham wasn't wrong about the other Matra not knowing my whereabouts, it's not because I've been assigned a morally dubious mission. Rather, I've chosen to exile myself.
Huh?
A little while ago, I discovered that there was data missing in the Academia's project planning and development files. What little they did report clearly did not match the project's actual progress. As General Mahamatra, I had the responsibility and authority to request an audit. However, to my surprise, the person responsible for the erroneous data was none other than Grand Sage Azar himself. I tried to investigate the issue myself before submitting a formal audit request, but I soon found that all leads and potential pieces of incriminating evidence were carefully concealed from me. I began to realize that they were cautious of me from the very beginning. Unsurprisingly, the Grand Sage rejected my audit request as soon as the submission reached his desk. The power of the General Mahamatra is granted by the sages. You have no right to judge us.
So they really...
I realized then that to the Grand Sage, the Matra are nothing more than tools for the sages to assert and maintain their control over knowledge. The vows that we took, the principles that we strive to uphold, they are meaningless to the academia of today. I believed it would be wise to flee the academia before the sages had a chance to take action against me. This way, they can no longer see nor predict my actions. I will never give up on this investigation. There's no need for someone else to give me power or authority. Once I find the truth, I will administer judgment by my own name.
Sino seems
Judgment!
to be doing good.
Judgment!
We're investigating the sages. Plus, now that he's no longer the General Mahamatra, he somehow feels a lot... Well, Sino, if that's your...
When I was investigating the matter in the academia, I overheard a conversation between Al-Haytham and a sage. The sages asked you to investigate a blonde-haired traveler. Like many parts of the project, this assignment was undocumented. Now throw in your suspicious behavior with the Divine Knowledge Capsule, and I think we deserve an explanation.
Yes. I was indeed tasked with investigating the Traveler. After all, the promised reward was so great that hardly any scholar could have refused. The sage told me, once you've completed this assignment, I can give you a glimpse of divine knowledge.
A most enticing offer.
Unfortunately, those academics don't know me at all. Their words contained one key piece of information. Namely, that divine knowledge indeed exists. That gave me all I needed to know. From my perspective, the sages are far from trustworthy. Think about it.
Yeah.
Isn't it a little strange they're so willing to share divine knowledge with anyone, even as a reward? So, I began my own investigation following the lead of the Divine Knowledge Capsule. In the end, I realized my wisdom in committing to this rather than collaborating with the sages. Had I been less guarded, I probably would have ended up like that Ain al-Ahmar mercenary, incapable of remaining sane for long enough to hold a conversation.
You mean that the sages originally planned to dispose of you, using one of those capsules that drive people insane?
I'd already given up on the assignment by then. I only told the Academia I was waiting in Port Ormos for you to appear so they wouldn't suspect anything. So it came as quite a surprise when I encountered my erstwhile target while investigating the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
Criminals do love to talk about coincidences.
Even though I ran into the Traveler by chance, I had no intention of providing assistance to the Academia. Also, you should remember, you were the ones who decided to follow me and strike up a conversation after I left that tavern.
That's true. Al-Haytham helped us out at Caravan Rebat as well. Maybe he's telling the truth.
I'm willing to apologize, if that's worth anything to you.
Yeah, whatever.
I took the Divine Knowledge Capsule behind your back because I judged its existence to be a significant risk. I felt that it would be best for no one to interact with it before it had been properly studied. After all, curiosity often proves to be the most dangerous thing in this land.
Yeah.
You should be well aware, Scribe Al-Haytham, that curiosity can also lead you to danger and suspicion. Answer me this. Did the sages share any information about their project with you?
Have I not made myself clear? You and I are both distrusted by the Academia.
Fine. Although you haven't completely proven your innocence, I won't regard you as an enemy, for now.
As you wish.
Good. I'm glad to see you. And now you, Dia. I believe it's your turn.
Oh, sorry. Whatever the boys were talking about must have been so boring that I spaced out. My situation is pretty straightforward. My employer, Dunyarzad of the Homayani family, is friends with the Traveler and is currently recovering from her illness at home. I had nothing going on, so I decided to return to Aru village for a visit. I was actually looking forward to a pretty exciting time getting back together with everyone here. But then I saw these two random guys in the middle of a pointless argument. It ticked me off, and things went downhill.
Is that all?
Yeah.
Well, I will admit that definitely sounds like your style. In that case, welcome back, Dia.
That's more like it. I missed you all.
Whoa! What was that?
No need to worry. Now that you're no longer at each other's throats, please make yourselves at home.
Creature?
Fighting in a
I want to fight him.
is not for the faint-hearted.
Yeah.
I want to fight him.
To Candace. Don't worry, she's as
No. I wanted to go out and fight all.
The winds died down. Candace still isn't back yet, though.
When you put it that way, even I'm starting to feel a little worried. All right, let's go. We've been here long enough, and the boys are as chatty as the
Do I gotta go fight Dude, I fucking love this. This is awesome. Ooh. Oh, I can't cook. Damn. Dude, if I could get carpet like this in my fucking teapot, bro. Or an oven like this. Dude. Dude. Dude, I want it. Oh, 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 I want it. Like, I would completely revamp my fucking teapot for some Egyptian stuff. Dude, an Egyptian mansion? Dude, oop. There's a Dendroculus up there, I think, maybe? Yep, right there. Dude, this place is so fucking cool. Look at that thing. Look at all that. Look at all the way down there. Oh no, are these, Rift Hounds? Dude, these be Rift Hounds?
Candace, you're still fighting? You've
Yeah,
been
they
really
were.
dealing with these creatures?
Yes. They just keep coming in waves. I've lost count of how many I've defeated. Before I realized it.
Here comes another wave!
Leave this round to us. I got interrupted earlier, but now I have...
It's been...
I'll be sure to put on a good show. Let's go!
Do I get a trial Dea? I don't.
Gather!
My apologies!
Take this! Order guide you. Here! Solidify!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Here comes another wave! When are they ever gonna let up? Kami-Sato!
Yeah!
Sumeru!
Halloween thunder! Order guide you. Gather.
Take flight!
Oh, I still didn't get a try Dea. Dea? Dea?
The
Dea.
creatures stopped appearing.
What we fought just now was probably the aftermath of the sandstorm.
Well fought, everyone. No injuries, I hope.
He's the leader.
My apologies. I haven't had a chance to greet you yet. I am the chief of Aru village. Everyone usually calls me Uncle Anpu.
Sir, I am also originally from the desert, but I have not been back for some time now.
I can't say they've always been common, but recently, besides sandstorms, we also occasionally get earthquakes. According to an investigator who stayed in the village a while ago, these
Another effect of Irminsul's... So, Irminsul's withering causes withering zones in the forest. and Sam.
Everything in the natural world is inextricably connected to Irminsul. These regional symptoms can indeed be a reflection of Irminsul.
Everyone in Aru Village needs to... speaking of which, why haven't I seen a single village keeper since I got here?
Village keeper?
Does your curiosity know no bounds? Village Keeper is how Aru Village refers to mad scholars, exiled here by the Academia. Most of them are scholars who lost their sanity. After the Academia believes that their crazed mutterings may have a negative effect on the psyches of other scholars. So, they're forcibly exiled to the desert. Though if you ask...
Alas, that's exactly what we've been trying to investigate. One by one, but no one in the village has ever seen them leave. If you're planning to stay around...
I've had encounters with those people in the past.
The Matra are the ones responsible for their exile. Now that you're no longer with them?
Mock me if you will. But if you are guilty, I will...
Oh, you're the former General Mahamatra. You must be an expert in these kinds of...
Is it because you're reminded of Hypatia? Oh, these poor scholars. But, is it really a good idea to tag along with Sino? You seem like you really don't trust him.
I'll be grateful for the assistance. I'd start by finding a spot to share...
Fodell. So is there, like, actually something down there? Looks like water, maybe. Yeah, that looks like there's water down there. Yeah, there's water. Oh, shit. I don't want to go down. Ah. New flower. Oh, you're going that way? Go. Thank you. Let us go, Sealy. Yes.
Today is a lucky day.
Where? Is he up there? Yeah, he's up there. Is there a way up? Yeah. I did it. I did it. Did it. Oh, now it's down there? Oh, okay. There we go. Dude. Truly, truly fucking loving this.
Although I've sent myself into exile, I'm still doing essentially the same things as before. Do you still have any questions for me before we start our investigation? One of my former subordinates told me that this title has its origins in a strange incident. The Academia has long exiled mad scholars to Aru Village. A mysterious phenomenon exists here. When mad scholars first arrive, they are as incoherent and deranged as before. But after spending some time here, they invariably begin to calm down. Initially, the people of Aru Village greatly resented having to take in the mad scholars. But a strange incident one night changed that. Aru Village was struck by the strongest earthquake in living memory. Seeing buildings on the verge of collapse all around him, the then chief of the village, was preparing to take everyone to safety. Suddenly, he noticed a mad scholar crouching in a corner, caressing the ground with his hands. A soft, green light radiated from him, like a divine glow against the backdrop of night. Despite the powerful tremors that ripped through the ground that night, all the houses remained upright, almost as if they had grown roots reaching deep into the ground. In the end, not a single building collapsed, and no one was hurt. After that, the people of Aru village treated the mad scholars with greater kindness, and began to refer to them as the village keepers.
A soft green light? A mad scholar protecting Aru village? Paimon thinks so too. Actually, Sino, do you know if any of the mad scholars continued to wear their Akasha terminals at Aru village?
In theory, they would continue wearing them so the academia could still monitor their activities. With that said, the main Akasha system would no longer have any interaction with them.
Yeah.
Oh, no wonder! Everything makes sense then! Add in the fact that they calmed down, it was probably Nahida who calmed them.
If you are able to draw a conclusion from this one story alone, then it appears you possess much more information than I do. So, what do you make of the story? Really? Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah.
You don't believe us? Lesser Lord Kusanali was definitely using the Akasha to give her power to the mad scholars!
No, it's not so much that I don't believe you. I'm just struck by your reasoning. Lesser Lord Kusanali, the current Dendro Archon. Is she really active in Sumeru?
She
the
was.
Academia has always placed far greater importance on the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. They've more or less ignored Lesser Lord Kusanali, and I've never had any reason to doubt their views. In addition, I've never heard any stories about Lesser Lord Kusanali and her deeds. To me, she might as well have been a god that never existed.
No way! Nahida definitely exists! She's a... how should Paimon put it? She's a good Archon who's kind and wise.
I've spent many years interrogating criminals, so I can easily tell when someone is lying.
And we're not.
You should know that we're telling the truth.
That look in your eyes. I've never seen that from a liar. You two really must have met Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Yeah.
How can this be? To think, our Archon has been amongst us this entire time.
Alright, now it's our turn to put our skills to good use for this but easier said than done. Especially since we don't have any leads.
Excuse me, are you here to help me find my grandpa?
Huh?
Fuck your grandpa!
By the sounds of it, a resident of this village.
My name is Isak. You'll help me find my
Mr.
grandpa,
Isak?
right?
Is your grandpa a mad scholar?
Hey, don't say that. Grandpa is just Grandpa. Why do you have to call him that? It's not like he's a bad person or anything.
The person you're referring to is not a local, yet you are. Why do you call him Grandpa?
Grandpa is just Grandpa. He's my family. I heard everything you said to the village chief. Please, you gotta take me with you. I want to find my grandpa. I swear I'll help. I won't be a nuisance.
No!
Ah, so you're the one
barely
who was
tolerate
eavesdropping on us
Paimon.
around the village chief's house. I was planning to go out and take care of whoever it was, but I had a vague feeling that they didn't harbor any ill intent.
Whoa. Hatham wasn't kidding about Matra having sharp senses. Sino, he's just a kid. All he wants is to find his grandpa. Let's find a way to help him.
Sorry. I was only listening in because I wanted to know where Grandpa went. Honest. If you don't believe me, you can...
All right. But first, let's confirm the facts with Candace.
Yeah. So where we gotta start? We don't have anywhere else to, like, go. We don't have any leads or anything. No knowledge. So it's not like we can actually do much.
Sino is super vigilant. Is this what all the Matra are like?
Ah, you're back already.
We just wanted to confirm something with you. Do you know a boy by the name of Isak?
I had a feeling he'd go looking for you.
Huh? You knew this would happen?
Bruh, I am
Yes.
really loving the
Although he tried his
Egyptian
best to
aesthetic
stay
here.
hidden, I still noticed him eavesdropping outside the window. He really wants to get his grandfather back. Isak's parents were both Aramite mercenaries who rarely returned to the village after finding employment in the city. He was raised by his grandfather. Unfortunately, it was only a few years before his grandpa passed away. Isak was still very young at the time, so various families in the village took turns caring for him so he could survive. Later, an elderly mad scholar arrived at the village. Isak thought the scholar bore a striking resemblance to his grandfather, and thus often spied on the man. However, the scholar was unkempt in appearance and incoherent in speech. Although Isak referred to the man as his grandpa, he was afraid and didn't dare to approach him. One summer night, the oft mumbling and bumbling grandpa suddenly calmed down and seemed to become more lucid. He even noticed Isak hiding in the distance. So Grandpa walked up to Isak and patted him on the head. He even took Isak to the entrance of the village, where he patiently taught the boy the names of the stars, and accompanied Isak until he fell asleep. The next morning, Isak woke up and wanted to go find his grandpa again, only to realize his grandpa no longer recognized him. However, even so, Grandpa retained his calm expression. It's said that those who saw the scholar claimed he no longer appeared to be crazy, but appeared to be living in his own world, almost as if he were sleepwalking. Isak was thrilled that his grandpa was able to find peace, and would follow him all the time, asking him things like, "Grandpa, want me to take you somewhere fun?" Or, "Grandpa, could you tell me stories about the stars again?"
All this somehow just makes Paimon feel really sad.
Meh.
It seems like they both deserve so much better.
I feel nothing
Perhaps. Nearly everyone who lives in the desert has some form of hardship or regret. But even so, we must still continue on with our lives. It's also my reason for fighting. I must continue to protect this land.
Maybe the people have always had a considerate God watching over them.
Huh? What did you...
No, nothing. As long as Esau keeps his word and doesn't get in our way, we can take him along.
Perhaps you are more compassionate than I gave you credit for.
Alright. So where are we gonna go, though? Like, to the tombs? Bruh. I bet you Scaramouche is, like, deep down in the, double pyramid thing. Probably.
Hey, Isak! Oh, it's you guys!
We've cleared everything up. Let's go find your grandpa.
Really? Wow!
Blah blah, blah blah.
Yeah!
All right.
Oh, that's it. Oh, okay. I was gonna be like, that's it? You just give us the introduction to the area and that's it?
Excuse me.
You mean the village? When I was eating dinner the other day, I saw one of them by the side of the road, muttering away and eating mushrooms and tree roots.
Okay.
Anything else?
Okay.
The scholars that have gone missing.
Those eyes.
Don't change the subject.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars. I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though they act a little strange, they've helped me in the past. If it weren't for them...
Do you also think Grandpa...
Grandpa? Oh, hello there. It's little Isak. You mean that nice man who looks like your grandpa's long-lost twin, right? He was actually the one who protected my house. I saw it with my own eyes. He happened to be staying near my house that day and was doing something with his hand. It still feels pretty surreal now that I think back on it. Did someone teach them how to do... Well, whatever the case, I'll always be thankful to him and whoever...
Gotcha!
Blah blah, blah blah. This way. No? Yes. Someone has to know something, right?
Sir, have you seen my grandpa recently? You know, the one...
Oh, well, if it isn't... The last time I saw him, he was spacing out by the road as usual. I went and asked him if he'd like any of the food I had prepared. And speaking of my wife, she's still always complaining about how I don't make enough mora.
Oh, thank you.
It was nothing.
Yeah.
That's no good. Well, I've known you since you were very young. So as far as I'm concerned...
Wow, okay.
Huh? Don't say anything for now. Let's head over there.
Stay quiet as I move. King Deshret and the three Magi. Magi.
Listen, see if you can make out what they're saying.
Have you heard? The mighty Scarlet King, the sovereign of our...
Yes, of course I have. The Scarlet King is the one and only true still. You say he's coming back, but it sure doesn't feel like life's about to change around here anytime soon. What's your proof?
Haven't you noticed?
Sandstorms?
The village has been getting more deranged scholars than ever. Delavar was saying that many people also went insane just before the fall of the Scarlet King's civilization in ancient times. We don't quite know why, but it seems like there's some sort of connection between insanity and the Scarlet King. Isn't it a sign of the Scarlet King's power that all the mad scholars have disappeared? If you ask me, they must have been chosen as the final sacrifice for the Scarlet King's resurrection.
Huh. Now that you say it, that does make some sense. Does this mean our lives are finally going to take a turn?
Fuck no, bro. Human sacrifice is never a
Those
good
city
thing.
folks will get what's coming to them.
Now, repeat everything you've just said from the very beginning.
Huh? Who are you?
My patience is running thin. You heard what I asked.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, bro, this guy's something else. Just look at his eye.
Let's not get on his bad side, okay?
Oh, okay, good sir. What is it you would like to know?
Tell me
I like
about
the fucking
Scarlet
Anubis
King's resurrection.
aesthetic with him.
Well, I
That's
only
about
know a few things from hearsay. I went for a drink the other day and heard others talking about a rumor that the madman will disappear, and that the...
Hey, go on. Keep talking.
It's true. It's all true, sir. We desert folk have had more than enough of those people at the academia. They keep sending us all their mad scholars and won't let us... Would you want to live like this if you were in our place? The radicals were even more thrilled than me when they heard the news. We're all praying for the Scarlet King's speedy return. Delavar also said that once the Scarlet King returns to our side, it's only a matter of time before we conquer the land on the other side of the wall. They're all willing to serve under the Scarlet...
Is that...
Seems like he still wants to know more.
Got it! At first, I told myself it was just the... Please don't beat me up just for mentioning these rumors. If I'm guilty, then everyone else around here is also...
The people here really like the Scarlet King, but dislike the Dendro Archon.
Where is this radical
I haven't run into him over the past few days, so he probably hasn't been around the village.
No, not at all. We wouldn't dare lie.
Sounds like you're not too close with the radicals.
No, of course not.
I have many ways to stop you from talking. And many... So you'd best just stay home and hope I don't
Hey,
hear
Penny,
if you tried
what's
to
up?
contact anybody.
You've missed
Don't do
quite a
anything
fucking bit,
until
not
I've
gonna
gotten
lie.
to the bottom of this.
You've missed some stuff that
Try
got
something
me
foolish,
feeling
and even
heebie-jeebies
Candace won't be
and
able to
everything.
protect you.
Yes, got it. We'll do
Like,
just
I
as
got
you
fucking
say.
goosebumps at one point.
That scared Paimon half to death. Sino is pretty terrifying. He didn't
Well,
try
it
to
is
reassure us at
Monday,
all.
so
It's
yeah.
like he's used to hearing that. Oh, Paimon bets lots of people have told him that
Mondays
before.
are always pretty bad.
I heard that.
Sorry.
It's part of being a Matra. The rumor we heard just now seems like a strong lead. But we need to check a few more places. Very well.
Let's check the scholars' homes. Why not?
I'm
What
here.
happened at work?
Where's your grandpa's house?
Well, I can take you there.
Tell me. Unload. Unload for me what exactly happened at work that made it such a fuck day. Move faster, kid.
Grandpa? Oh, he likes to be alone. Sometimes he stares at the sky in a daze, and other times he just pokes at the ground with his fingers. Every now and then, he yells out at the top of his lungs, so a lot of people are really scared of him. But he's a good person, really. I know he is. I swear. He's just like my real grandpa.
I guess that's fair. I'm sorry you had a fucked day, and Mary Poppins is still being, a dirty bitch.
This is where Grandpa usually stays.
There sure isn't much here.
No.
Incense? Please don't say it's... But are you okay?
There's a scent that you can sense, but I can't.
A certain traveler here once passed out from that smell.
So, you...
Huh? You know him too?
Yes. Now that I concentrate, I can also make out the scent of incense.
Wait, surely Taina...
No. No need. Did you first encounter this scent at Tainari's house? In the forest. From a scholar.
Yes, let's split up and look for clues. I will go closer to the house itself. Okay. Yes. This. That's that. Oh, that is cool. Oh. Dope. Yeah, you missed quite a bit. It was just... There were, like, moments where I had, like, goosebumps and shit.
What are you looking for, Sino?
Here it is. Take a look right here. Although the traces have been completely buried in the sand, from the size and shape, they belong to an adult male. The scent is quite faint, but still extant.
But who would come looking for...
We'd have to ask whoever lured him away with the incense.
Huh? So you can lure someone away with just a scent? Hey! What's wrong with liking good food? Everyone's got something they love in life.
Exactly. Most scholars are fond of incense, since the smell supposedly helps them clear their minds and discover new knowledge.
Was...
Even deep within the clutches of madness, they still yearn for their knowledge-seeking days, and will follow the scent whenever it presents itself.
So, the Fatui Harbingers are like the quote-unquote big bads of the game. And I've seen them all before. There was like a preview of like all the other Harbingers that we hadn't seen. And that's okay. That's like, okay, cool. That's what they look like. But they actually like took the second one, known as the Doctor, and shoved him into the story in such a way that it was like, holy fuck, I did not actually expect that. Like, even with the sneak preview, like, they hinted at, like, yeah, he's going to be here, he's going to be somewhere in here, but not in a way that was, like, right up in your face, here it is. So that was like a holy fuck, okay, cool. And then Scaramouche, the Balladeer, is also a Harbinger. And they had like a full backstory thing, and like he's trying to make himself into a god, and it just gave me fucking goosebumps. It was so well done. Like, because like they set it up, so like the incense that they were just talking about can make you have like visions or something. And so, like, there's steps, and like at the last step you like get a glimpse of like a divine knowledge or like divine presence, and one of the characters thought they had attained that step, but it was fucking Scaramouche. And like the entire time she was talking, I was like, okay, cool, Nahida, cool. But Nahida was with us in Catherine's body again. So, like, at the end, just before it, like, showed that cutscene, I was like, holy fuck, something is not right. There is something wrong here. And then it played it, and it was just Scaramouche the entire time. And I was like, holy fuck. That was good. Plus, I'm just falling in love with, like, the Egyptian aesthetic of the game. Of, like, the desert area.
No. Grandpa.
Totally
so
badass. It was
taking
just...
advantage of their weakness? Huh. Still, are the rumors really true? Could the disappearance of...
It's highly...
Please, you have to save my grandpa.
Sounds like we'd better help get him back. Don't you worry, Isak. We won't let whoever...
Let's head to Aru Village and inform
Oh, fuck. Like, the story just keeps... Like, every new region just keeps making the story better and better and better, in my opinion, as it goes on. Yeah, there's some like, slow moments where it's like, can I just pick up, please? And then it just, like, hits you in the fucking face with, like, all this stuff, and it's like, look at this shit! Look at that! And, ooh, 2 obelisks. Okay. And tombs down there, pyramids all over. Bro, I fucking love this aesthetic. Hello down there. Like, my next tattoo, after I get everything set up with Twitch, is something that I'm going to save for, and it's going to be a double-sided Anubis, where one side is... Well, both are staring at each other through, like, water in the middle. And one's going to be a nice, light, clean, like, kind of angelic version of Anubis, and the other one's going to be dark, twisted, and cruel, like, representing the 2 sides of life. But really, both are just a reflection of each other. Like, that's my next tattoo I'm getting. Where? Ah, right there. Dude, this place is so fucking cool. Oh, I gotta go that way. That's not the way up. I guess I gotta climb, like, right here. It's going on my outer left forearm. The place where I have, like, the same arm where I have, like, my Dreamcatcher and my Scorpio tattoo is going on the outer side. So I'll have a full, like, forearm sleeve kind of tattoo deal. But, like, that's going on the outside, so I'll have 2 Anubis on my arm.
Right.
Both reflections of each other.
Definitely looks a lot better. That'd be my choice, too.
We're back, Candace! We've got a lot to tell you.
Dia!
Welcome back.
I need Dia so fucking bad.
Sounds like everyone's friends already.
Like, as long as you're, like, I'll roll for her just to fucking have her.
You bet. So, everything goes smoothly?
Reasonably.
I'm hoping her gameplay is just as good as she looks.
Alhaitham didn't go with...
We haven't seen him at all.
Huh. I saw him around the village entrance earlier and figured he was investigating with you. I guess he must have gone...
Did you find out anything useful?
Yeah. Sino and Candace.
So someone used a kind of incense to lead the exiled
She's
scholars
Candace,
away from the
course.
village.
Yeah, hetero.
The
I don't
resurrection of the
remember her
Scarlet
having
King?
heterochromia
First I've heard of it.
in the sneak preview.
As far
at
as I
all.
know, the kind of incense you just mentioned is only popular beyond the wall. Scholars are fond of it, not to mention making it. It seems someone from beyond the wall must have been supporting this.
Makes sense.
So what should we do then?
If it was any other day, that would be my next step.
Dia!
But today, you've got me on your team, so you get an extra tip. Didn't you say that the villager got his news from the tavern? Well, I also like to drink at the tavern, so I know a thing or two about these radicals he mentioned.
Oh, dear.
If Paimon remembers correctly, the leader of the radicals is some guy called Delavar.
Ah, yeah. Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, Engur, the wide-eyed butcher, and Jabari, the duck-tailed bearded crook. The whole lot of them are known around these parts.
Oh, it's Marjavari. I can't.
These guys have one thing in common, and that's being broke. The rougher life gets, the more they want to believe in the Scarlet King. Way they see it, the Scarlet King's resurrection is their only chance at overthrowing the Academia. Throwing all of Sumeru into chaos is the only way to change the way of life here
I
in the
just
desert.
can't. She's so good
Anyway,
looking.
That's my guess why they've chosen
God,
to
I
become
fucking
radicals.
love her.
Tia, you're amazing!
No merc can afford to slack off on gathering intelligence. Every mora I've spent in the tavern has been a valuable investment.
Let's head out.
Like, her
Now,
style
hold on.
is something
You're
I've fallen
staying right
in
here,
love with.
Sino.
And, like, the fact that she's been here, like...
Why?
Just about, like,
Our
the
village is
entirety of
not a big
Sumeru.
place. Outsiders stand
And we've
out here
still
like a
not
sore
gotten to
thumb.
try her
I
out.
bet word about you has already gotten
Makes
out.
me just want her even
The desert
more.
is unforgiving, so the way of life here is also a lot tougher than on the outside of the wall.
Sino does
survive on
look pretty
making
cool. I love
connections
his
out here.
Anubis aesthetic. And Candace is pretty
Compared
cool,
to
too.
you, mercs like me are just third-rate amateurs. I've got no actual fighting skills to speak of. But that also makes it a whole lot easier for me to gain the locals' trust. I need to go around and ask some questions. Good, then we've got a plan. The Traveler and Paimon will go to Caravan Rebot with me, and we'll try our best to figure out where the mad scholars have been taken.
Yeah.
Sino, you'll have to stay in the village and continue investigating on your own.
Alright, sounds like a plan.
She picked it up. I'm pretty sure Sino picked it up, too. I mean, look at Sino. Here. See that Anubis aesthetic? It looks pretty cool. I mean, I do like it. Like, I did try him out. It's just not something I'm into. And here's Candace. I mean, she is pretty cute, but, shield. Yeah. This is who I'm saving for, though. The Raiden Shogun. Because, if I remember correctly, she is all about, like... Oh, dang. Gain 30 per... Ooh. Yeah, she's this one is all about, like, being a huge fucking battery for your people. Ooh. She's so fucking hot. Yeah. Yeah. Like for her, this perk is gonna be really, really good because the person she is replacing. Oh, wrong thing.
As a jeweler,
Is this. And what I'm gonna do is take all of his artifacts and shove them into Raiden, because look at that. Yeah, she's gonna be great. Ignore this. So, Raiden will replace Traveler. Dea will probably replace Xiangling. More than likely. Dude. This shit's so fucking good. I love it. Oh, hello, crystal flies. What's up here? I want to go up here. Oh, just this stuff. Oh. Nothing here. Oh. Okay, okay. Nothing here. Alright, let's just fast travel to the place. I unlocked that waypoint. There. There we go. Ugh. So, I won't be getting on Dauntless tonight because I'm going out to dinner around 10-ish for Denny's. So.
Well, here we are again.
Yeah.
Sounds like you're starting to get familiar with the area.
Can I please have a trial for her just to see what she's like? Please?
This tall even exists. It's almost...
I know what you mean. I had the same question every time I walked this way. Also, why is this high wall here? And can a wall really block sandstorms? It was only after I grew up that I realized. The Wall of Samiel isn't just there to keep out the sandstorms. Sumeru is run by wise and mighty sages. To them, us desert dwellers are nothing but tools that can be used and discarded at their whim. We're cheap labor, like livestock, but easier to control. Nothing more. Even if a child from the desert got the chance to obtain an Akasha terminal, almost all their requests for knowledge would be denied.
Wow.
The Academia believes we're underserving.
Fuck the Academia.
Geniuses like
Burn it to the
Sataria
ground.
are 1 in a million. The other children never get a single chance to try and rewrite their fate. Even though the Academia knows very well that we're humans. That's terrible. I would tear down this wall with my own hands if I could.
No. Birthday dinner is much, much later. Birthday dinner is not for another, 23 days. Yeah. Yeah, no, this is just... We're just going out to eat. That's it.
Hey, Dia. You're not thinking about doing anything scary, are you?
Do something scary, Dia.
No, not at all. This place just gets me thinking, that's all. Besides, we're here to procure information, aren't we?
Yep, we gotta catch those...
Shh. Caravan Rebot is crawling with people, so be careful what you say. We don't want anyone to find out what we're here for.
You want her hair,
Our mission
I
started
want
the moment
her.
we arrived here. Let's go check out the tavern. Maybe we'll find someone I know.
There's not a way to just mute Paimon, sadly. But no. You want Dia's hair. I want Dia. What does that say? That's fine. I'm sure Dia's old enough. No. My game. My game, my rules.
Luck. None of them are here today.
How was that?
You mean you don't see anyone you know?
Dia, is that you? What a coincidence. You here for a drink too?
Zaki.
Oh.
Yeah.
And who do you have with you here?
Yeah, you're
Guest
game
from
baby.
Another land? Hello. I'm Zaki. Dia.
We've had drinks together a few times. Anyway, as far as my friends here, they aren't too shabby, are they? You rarely see any Outlanders so friendly and respectful nowadays.
Absolutely. Much better than those people on the other side of the wall. So, Dia.
Yeah, you
looking
do.
for someone?
Yeah. Have you seen Enger, Delavar, or Jabari?
Of course I have. Matter of fact, we were all here.
I've got a spice trading deal from another nation. I thought maybe Delavar and his friends might be interested. Know where I could find him?
Ah, how thoughtful of you. Then I assume you also know that Delavar's been...
Hey, keep it down. Let's just say I prefer to keep this deal a secret. Y'all at Caravan Rebot are like family. If there's more to be made, why not do it together? Besides, Delavar and his friends have muscle. They'd be a good fit for escort.
Yes, how considerate of you. Delavar's my friend too, so of course I can...
Nice. That was easy. How far is this?
It's a rare opportunity. Let's go check it
126 meters? Yeah, I'll run there. Oh, it's right here. Get into Zhongli just in case there's a fight. Okay, yeah, you can hold Dia's hand once, and then no more.
Are we there yet?
Yep.
This place is practically deserted. What are they doing in a place like this?
He lied.
Why don't you take a guess? Go on.
Do I finally get to use Dia?
What's this all about, Zaki?
Come on, Dia. You really think we didn't hear
No,
about
well-
what you said back in Aru village? The boys have kept a close eye on you from the moment you set foot there. Not only do I know that you're looking for Delavar, I also...
So, you've been watching us from the...
Uh-oh. I'm a new leaving...
And you left the strongest one in the village, didn't you?
No.
So you and Delavar have been part...
Dia, I guess it's only natural for a traveling
Okay,
mercenary like
if
you
I'm
to be out
in
of the
there
loop.
too,
Those of
then
us who hang
I'm
around the
fine
tavern
with
have
that. As
stronger
long as I
bonds
get
than
to
you think.
engage with it too, I am happy.
But you got one thing right. We're all looking forward to an uprising in Sumeru. There's nothing more we'd like to see than the desert folk overthrowing the academia.
That I'm
If
perfectly
that's
fine
the case, then I'm sure Delavar wouldn't miss a second of it.
I'll be honest with you. If it weren't for what you said in the village, your little monologue about the Wall of Samio would have convinced me that you're one of us.
Delavar.
Yeah,
And
compromise.
Ender, you're here too, huh?
Long time no see, Miss Mercenary. You should have known the traitors are what us followers of the Scar...
Dia, I thought that you, a fellow desert dweller, would understand that the Scarlet King is greater than the...
Yeah, gee, what a missed opportunity. Adopting radical views and kidnapping innocent scholars, all because of some baseless rumors.
Yeah.
See? There you have it. Mercenaries are just a bunch of faithless scum with only one thing
I'm
on
going
You're
to.
not wrong. Mercenaries are driven by Mora, and my faith lies with whoever's paying me. As long as there's a profit to be made, anyone...
Enough talking! Get him!
They're all gonna fucking die!
Just as I expected. Let's teach him a lesson, traveler.
Solidify! Following orders.
Nope, still don't get to play dead. Do you?
My apologies!
Hit this!
Hey, I've got a present for you guys. Meteor.
Gather.
Oh look, I've got my meteor back already.
Need more. Take that.
I said they were gonna lose. Get beaten too easily.
What do you think about your meticulous network now,
Oh
Zaki?
God, what the
How'd
hell?
you say it? It's only natural for a traveling mercenary like me.
Oh,
to
that
be
was my statue.
I'm guessing your informant told you that I'm just an incompetent merc with no real fighting skills, correct? I mean, that is what I said after all. And of course you would believe everything he reported. The only thing you know about me is that I'm a mercenary, but you've never seen me in action. Even though you heard we went to handle monsters together, you believed that Candace was the only one doing all the real fighting. That so-called Flame Mane is just a fraud. She admitted it herself. She just uses her connections to gain the trust of others. That's what you thought, right?
You lied in the village because you figured that we'd have people watching you.
Oh yeah,
Then
she
you
fucking
were
figured it
stupid
out
enough
right
to
off the
fall
bat.
for it. I figured as much the first time we drank together. You all thought you were so smart. Pathetic.
Oh, nice.
Okay, that should be all of them.
Whoa! So you've been planning this since we were in
Yeah.
the village?
There'd always
No
be a
task can
rat.
be done without preparation. I just happened to notice a couple suspicious-looking people while you were out investigating.
Oh, but instead of catching...
Those two who were snooping around were just a couple small fries. If we want to get the real catch, we...
Oh, you mean the funny name she mentioned back in Uncle Ampu's house? The wide-eyed butcher, scar-riddled bandit,
That's just a bunch of drunk talk. Edgar and Delavar like to talk themselves up when they're drinking. Edgar, the wide-eyed butcher, and Delavar, the scar-riddled bandit, are the nickname. Alcohol has a way of making people share what they really think. So Edgar and Delavar are always rambling in the tavern about how the Scarlet
I
King
fucking
is a
hate Paimon
superior
too.
deity.
What about Zaki?
He's just a numbskull who fell right into our trap. Zaki was probably the best hidden of them all. My initial plan was to find Delavar first, and then try to track him down. That's what you wanted to ask when we were at Uncle Anpu's house, right? Jabari is one of the villagers you talked to. You know, the one who wanted to treat Isak and his grandpa to some food.
Oh, wow.
So he's a radical too?
No, he isn't. I just needed to tack on a random villager name to make the eavesdropper think that I was making some wild guesses based on my impressions.
Wow! What a genius idea! Well, that's a
Do it.
mercenary for ya.
Do
You're
it.
too kind. It was straight from the usual
So
playbook,
now
if
I'll
I'm
be
honest.
getting Genderbend Darth Maul,
That thing you were
Cat
saying
Girl,
before,
and
is it
Dia.
really true?
About what?
About how mercenaries only care about Mora.
You really are a woman after my own heart.
There's a profit.
Does that bother you? What makes you so sure?
Dia, do you dislike the Dendro Archon like the other desert folk?
You two are pretty sharp. No, I don't have anything against the Dendro Archon. I've heard a lot of nice things about the Lesser
Flamane.
Lord from
So if
Dunyarzad.
that's her
I can
nickname,
understand her devotion and gratitude. Dunyarzad's just an
that
ordinary
gives
person.
me an idea of
There's
like
no
her
way a god would be
abilities.
so involved in the lives of everyday people, unless
It
they
could
were
be like
truly
a constant like aura of
I've begun to
fire, like
realize that the sages
super
are behind
defensive
everything that's
fire or
happened
something like
recently.
that. I don't know.
The radicals' blind belief in the Scarlet King,
I want her
making
so
the Dendro
bad.
Archon out to be an enemy. It's all the Academia's trickery.
Rawr.
but I see through it all. And unlike them, I can never be hostile towards anyone who's never done anything wrong.
Dear.
Anyway, looks like we're...
Yeah, no, like, I am actually enjoying this one. For the most part. Like, 95% of it I have just about enjoyed. I think it was, like, a lot of talking that I've not really cared
This
about.
should be all of them. I'll let you take...
All right.
Candace, do you...
Candace will be okay. She's been guarding Aru village for quite some time now. If anyone is qualified to...
While I'm questioning them, why don't you pass some time?
I'll meet you back here tomorrow morning, Traveler.
Yeah.
As for these idiots, let's just hope they live to see another day.
Look at her. I wonder if she's gonna be a 5-star. She could be a 4-star. But if she's a 5-star, that's gonna mess up my plans for Raiden because I'm getting Dia regardless. But if she's a 4-star, that's gonna be easier to do. Here's some other angles for her. Try to get out of the way. Hold up. Ooh, I've got a thing that'll let me take pictures, I think. Yep. Not that. There's her arm. You're able to make something off
Boats
of just
are made
that?
for transferring commodities back and forth. And
Front
those
and
that
back
come
is all
across
you
Leo
needed?
tend
Wow.
to stay a while.
Okay.
So it is where many things come to settle.
Okay, okay. 6. Oh, next morning. Okay. Good enough memory to make a full cosplay out of that. Huh. You really are someone special. Special in a good way.
Where do you want?
A very good way.
Hey, Dia!
Right on time.
I did no exploring, by the way.
We'll know any moment now.
Paimon's been wondering. You seem to know Candace pretty well. Have you been friends for a long time?
We've known each other for some time now.
You're not
she's
a
a pretty interesting person. Even though she's an extremely strong warrior, she never misuses her powers against others.
Oh, Paimon knows what you mean. Like a lot of martial artists say, never take the fight outside the ring.
Yep, I guess you can put it that way. It takes strong convictions to be as dedicated as she is, and shoulder that kind of responsibility.
No, I disagree
Us
with
mercs,
that.
on the other
I
hand,
think you are
we
just
pretty much live from one day to the next.
a super wonderful
Thinks you're
person.
great too.
Really? Thanks for that.
Ah, Sino's been here the entire time.
And he's pretty early too.
Yes. I was here yesterday to help out a little.
To help out? By doing what?
Sharing some
Crack
interrogation
cocaine.
techniques.
Oh, you mean you taught Candace some more persuasive methods?
Right.
Come on in, everyone.
Oh, thank you for the hugs.
Come on, let's go inside.
All right.
Candace,
Oh, they all look so sad.
curious.
Do I?
Yeah.
Oh, there's no mask that can hide true bloodlust.
Coffee.
Cover up your eyes, and it'll still show itself at the corners of your mouth.
Perhaps I need to work on my composure. Still,
Just
it's
the last
perfectly
little bit of
understandable why I'm
black
angry.
coffee that I have.
I'm sure everyone present would agree.
Yes, ma'am. Please, don't feed us anymore. We're gonna die.
Well, looks like Sino taught her well.
You fear death yourselves, yet you do not hesitate to place the lives of others at risk. The absurdity is mind-boggling. The ones you call mad scholars are known to us as the Village Keepers. They are vital members of our community, and some even count them as family. You come here, to my village, and you treat my people as nothing more than stepping stones towards your goal. Tell me, what would you do to you in my position?
Mercy! Please, have mercy!
You've made your bed.
No.
We may both be desert dwellers, but there is one thing that I understand better than you. The resurrection of the Scarlet King will only result in war.
No mercy.
And war serves no one. The people of Aru Village care little about which god is in power. Life may be tough and tiring, but we wish to preserve our way of life. A war would only cause us to lose all that we have. And that is not a responsibility that you can afford to shoulder.
We understand. We're sorry.
Do you understand?
I'll tell you
Maybe,
everything I
maybe
know.
you
Please,
need
just
more,
let us go.
I'm
what's
listening.
the word?
You might not believe this, but it wasn't us who came up with this idea. Someone was spreading rumors in the tavern. That's
What's
how we
the
ended
word?
up hearing about the
No,
Scarlet King's
no, I don't want them to
resurrection.
starve to
Some
death.
mystery man told us that mad scholars will
travel
make
in
the
the
perfect
desert.
sacrifice to usher in the
No,
Scarlet
no,
King's resurrection.
just rip off their
They get
fingernails
their lives, we
and
can get
break
anything
their
we wish
teeth.
for.
They're called Village Keepers. Slip up again, and you'll regret it.
Yes, sorry. It was all that mystery man's doing. He told us to spread word about the Scarlet King's resurrection and talked us into helping him. In return,
That's one.
Huh? One...
Strike. You get a total of 3. Then, you die by my hand.
Ooh, Sino, you've got me, baby.
We don't know anything.
Ooh, Sino.
2.
He got us to lure them out of their houses in the night with some kind of incense. We take them to a junction outside the village. Then the mystery guy takes them from there. You gotta believe me, please.
Ooh.
I'm telling the truth, I swear. Just ask them if you don't believe me.
That was indeed the truth. Traveler,
Aww.
go on.
You have to believe me. If I knew that, I would have told you his name right away. I'm not risking another beating to keep his secrets. No way.
It wouldn't have been a beating. It would have been death.
He wears a cloak, and he's always careful to cover his face. He calls himself the Scarlet King's envoy.
So close to seeing another death
I
in the
may
game.
know what's going on.
Uncle Anpu? What do you mean?
Smooth.
Okay, speak.
If my suspicions are correct, this Some time ago, people from the academia attempted to take the village keepers away. I refused, insisting that they are part of our community. It strikes me now that this secretive character...
Which means it's highly likely that the academia was purposely spreading a false rumor to trick the radicals into delivering the village keepers right into their hands. They were the ones who brought them here to begin with. Now they're trying to take them back?
Not the academia again.
Just as I thought. But what could they want with the village?
People are nothing but tools in the eyes of the academia. A change in their plans likely means they found... Regardless.
You're right. Isaka's still waiting for news on his grandpa.
Time to go. Let's leave the village and try to track them down.
Yes. Pack up and get ready to leave.
Arms up, guys! Swords in the air! Get your pitchforks and torches!
Leave everything outside the village to us.
All right.
Let's meet back here once everyone's ready.
Let's do it! I'm ready. I'm ready, let's go. Yes. Let's burn it to the ground. Let us go. Oh, this is gonna be so much fun! And they can't just have Dia be like a side character or like all the others and not give her to us. Like, just about everyone who has a vision we've been able to get.
Well, as you can see, I am merely sitting here and...
You were gone for ages! And now you're suddenly... Hey, what's with the silence?
You never think things through before asking questions. I'm giving you some time to make up for that.
Yeah, Paimon, use your fucking brain.
Paimon's so mad! Paimon's gonna give you an ugly nickname!
Paimon, use your fucking brain.
Never mind. Paimon's got nothing. There's just nothing super
It is a
obvious
good
to pick
game.
with this guy.
I mean, you'd have a lot to fucking do.
Well,
so yeah.
You've heard nothing to suggest I left this whole time. So clearly, I stayed in the village to investigate. Anyway, you plan to leave Aru village and keep searching for the truth of this matter, yes?
Yep. We're not gonna find out anything more by staying here, so we thought that we might as well take
Yes,
the
he
search
is
elsewhere.
beautiful.
Enough with the silent treatment!
No. I'm just surprised that you decided to team up with him.
Alhaitham, you haven't helped us out at all ever since we arrived at Aru village.
Yeah.
While you were investigating, I had my own work.
Really?
To be honest, we aren't really a team, so I have no
Yeah.
obligation to inform you of my way. Not to mention that going separate ways allowed me to find some
Huh? Right here in the village?
Correct.
What did you learn?
I'm going to take you to someone.
Yeah.
But before that, you need to understand where she's coming from.
What does that mean?
How do you think the residents of Aru village feel about what we're doing? In other words, do you truly believe every single word the villagers...
I don't.
Some of them lied to me?
Hiding the truth does not necessarily equate to lying. Again, remember what Gandis said. Most people in Aru village don't necessarily care which deity is in charge of Sumeru. That's because whether the Scarlet King or the Dendro Archon has power is of little significance to them.
Yeah, they just want to
By
live,
contrast, the perils of their daily lives are ever-present concerns. They won't simply share everything they know with you without good reason. That's why you believed there was no further information to be found in this village.
That makes sense.
Glad you're following along. Among those you have talked to, there's someone who was consciously keeping you out of the loop. In fact, she's been observing your every move since you arrived. The reason being, to someone who only wants to live their life in peace, any external factors introduce unpredictability into the equation.
Those eyes. Those fierce eyes. You...
Don't change the subject.
It's quite obvious that she's intimidated by Sino's authority and strength.
Right. You were asking about the the mad scholars.
She corrected herself mid-sentence because she's aware that there are Scarlet King fanatics in the village. If she sounds too friendly towards the village keepers...
I think it's been a few days since I last saw them. I usually go to bed pretty early, so...
Remember? She made a point of denying her involvement in anything that occurs.
But honestly, I feel quite sympathetic towards them. Even though
After speaking to the village chief, it became clear that the village keepers had protected Aru village at night. In other words, the young miss was very much awake during that.
Then why would she lie?
By getting involved with an outsider, she risks drawing unwanted attention to herself. As for why she might be so wary about all this...
I'll pass on this one. You said that she is afraid of me. If so, it's best if I stay out.
We're on it!
Yes. Alright, let's go ask her. Let's do it. She is right up here? Ah, in her house. Let's kick it down, guys. Kick it down and start talking to her.
Miss Shawnee,
like, yo.
as we discussed earlier...
Mr. Alhaitham, I'm aware of where you stand, but...
Huh? What do you mean? We need to clarify our...
Go ahead and talk to her. You'll get the answers you want.
Give me all the answers.
Earn her trust.
I want the power of the world. What do I need to do?
May I call you Traveler? Hi, Traveler.
That's what everybody else fucking calls me. They don't use my name.
The resurrection of the Scarlet King can truly change Sumeru for the better? Why's that? That's very similar to what Miss Candace says. I know you two are friends. That's why I'm willing to talk to you, even though I do have some reservations. Before, I wouldn't even have the courage to ask something like this. Traveler, do you believe our lives will get better?
No.
Yeah, we came here from another nation, so it isn't wrong of you to be weary. And we aren't really residents of any one nation. But even so, we've met lots of people from different places, and we've always fought for what we believed in. We have friends in Sumeru, and we want to help them. That's why we decided to stay here for a while.
I want to trust you.
Yeah.
My apologies for posing my questions.
I could say no,
honest,
and I fucking hate it.
you to come back
And then
for more
Paimon will be like, yeah, no, let's do it. And it's like, stop it.
Alhaitham told us you
I
have
don't
your
want
reasons.
it.
It's okay. We understand.
The fact is that I'm...
I
only
understand. That
one
doesn't
side
mean
of
I
my
have to
family
give a
is desert
shit.
folk. I don't really fit in anywhere in Sumeru. Some believe in the Dendro Archon, while others believe in the Scarlet King. I don't belong to either side, and neither side would want me.
Speaking of which, the radicals mentioned that they despise traitors. Do they just think that anyone who's different from them is a traitor?
That would
Yeah.
be yes,
Some people can
Paimon,
be
you
so
dumb
narrow-minded when it comes to bloodline
floating
and beliefs. It
fairy.
makes no difference what I say or how I behave. I'll always be suspected of having ulterior motives. Slowly, I just stopped talking to people. I pretended not to hear or see anything. All I want is to live my life in peace.
Floating miserable.
And then it happened. The village keepers who had helped me disappeared with no explanation, and I didn't dare breathe a word about it to anyone. Until now.
You can tell them.
Yes,
All
I'll
right.
keep my secret.
I
You're a
actually
singer.
have a sharper sense of hearing than most. Sometimes I hear strange... Perhaps. I'm not sure. It's faint, but it's definitely the sound of crying. It comes from far away in the distance.
Just
It
point me
used
in
to
the
be louder
direction.
and more frequent. But ever since you arrived in the village, it doesn't seem to happen as often. And when it does...
I confirmed this with the guards on night duty. They also have someone with a good butt. Because we're in the middle of a desert, you would rather believe that they are the cries of beasts than...
There's really nothing around these parts, except for an old...
I think they used to use it for treating Elazar. But it's been abandoned for...
Let's go! Let's go to the old hospital, right now, right now. I don't give a shit, Liz. Right now. Right now! Let's go! How do I get up there? I need to get up there. I think. Let's hit up that. There we go. Alright. Onwards we go! Yes! Got it. Oh, do you like my little bird? Look at it! Look at it just fly, float there. Such a better traveling companion over Paimon. You know, it leaves a little trail, too. That's cool. I'm gonna go ahead and kill these guys real quick.
Sounds good to me.
This is order. Solidify.
Whirling snow.
Lightning flash.
Heartless.
Yes, I am heartless. Look at him running all the way over here. Aw, so cute, dude. Oh, that was just adorable.
Ooh, is this the place? It's in terrible shape. And there's sand everywhere.
Empty and forgotten.
Monsters! Watch out!
Oh no, monsters! Oh
My
no!
apologies. Embrace the ice.
Eat this!
Where's this guy at? Oh, here's one. Yeah, Paimon. There's sand everywhere. It's a fucking desert. What'd you expect to be here? Sunshine, rainbows, and fucking unicorns?
I will have order.
Take flight.
Here.
Nice and spicy.
Kamisato art.
Order guide you.
And meteor.
My apologies.
Thunderclap.
Nice. Yeah.
They were easier to deal with than Paimon had expected.
They're
Super
fucking
strong
monsters.
bandits? Or monsters taller than buildings drop...
Oh, shut up,
Super
Paimon.
serious. We gotta stay on our A game too.
Shut up. Emergency food.
This is the one.
Oh, he activated it for us. Cool. Thunderclap! Oh!
Let's go in and
Yeah. There's nothing in here. Yeah, cobwebs.
Patience. Shawnee says she only hears the crying at night. We have time to burn. Until then, I'm taking a break.
Yeah.
What are you reading? Let Paimon...
Okay, sure.
The natural position, which is the positional propensity of an entity in natural motion.
God dang.
Oh, Paimon gives up. You keep reading your book. See ya.
I could have fucking read that.
How is he so relaxed? Look at him, reading an impossible book in a creepy place
It's
like this.
not...
Hey, what good is that gonna do for you? You're acting like one of those annoying grown-ups who go around nagging their studies.
Oh, that's beautiful. That is the best thing you could have done. You could have ever said. Thank you, Panny.
Hey, what gives? Shouldn't you be the one providing for Paimon?
That's all I'd be doing, Paimon.
Right. Okay, then.
Yeah, it's time for you to do something worthwhile.
So hard and earning so much more. If it weren't for you, Paimon would probably still be floating around in the ocean somewhere.
Good. How about you go back there? I'm not welcome. She's not welcome. It's not welcome. I don't care. Fuck Paimon.
Paimon's getting so sleepy. Huh? What was that sound?
There it is. It's coming from that direction.
Is the sound coming from here? Huh. Paimon's not seeing anything.
It's from below.
But there's no way we can get down there.
Shut up, Paimon. Yeah, there is. There's two of us. We can lift it up.
Interior here.
God, I fucking hate Paimon. Oh, there's no way to go. I was just... whatever. I'm just...
As I thought.
Wow. It's like they tucked another hospital in... Oh, it looks like there are other
Yes, Paimon, let me do my thing, okay? Or not? Yes? I want to look down here. Let me see. Alright, so, these barriers. Okay, I see. Alright. Ooh. What down here? You had to give me a fucking scene for that? Really?
Swirling snow.
Nope, wrong thing.
Stabilize.
Hello, Scarab. Ooh, hello down here. Would you guys like to talk about our Lord and Savior, Big Dog Zhongli?
Gather.
Oh yes, hit me more, Daddy.
Sakura swirl. Take flight.
Yes, Panny.
Take this! I will have order.
Yes.
My apologies.
Lightning flash! Order guide you.
Whee! Another meteor.
Whirling snow. Booba, get them.
Take this!
Oh look, another meteor.
This is order.
Take flight.
Nice and spicy.
Here!
Oh, what's this? Another meteor? Oh, he's dead. Never mind.
Unsolicited, and all the more valuable for it.
Oh, there's a guy up there. Okay. Oh, I went on the wrong side. Lol.
Solidify!
Oh no, he hurt me. Ah, he died. Where's this other guy? Up there?
Stabilize.
Here, you can have that. And this. What is that? What are these? Nothing? Okay. Ooh, a scorpion. Look at that. Free! I'm so lucky. Ooh, so much meat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh. There's like a puffball or something here. Might have been, Ah!
Solidify!
My apologies.
Take this!
Oh man, this is so much good meat right here. Oh, I love it. All the meat, yes. Right. Okay, you two, come follow me.
Stabilize.
Yeah, come here.
This is order.
Take flight.
Gather.
How does that make you feel? I am stealing y'all's food. Nana nana boo boo. Come on.
Stabilize.
I'm pretty sure I'm not supposed to be down here doing whatever it is I'm doing. This guy's actually dead. Like, he ain't doing anything. And there is nothing else here. Dope. Okay. Except a giant hole that I can't even go through. Huh. He's dead. Raw meat. Give me the meat. Alright, so that was this side. And there was another place right there. Hi guys, I'm just passing through. Come on guys, follow me. We'll go to our world of beautiful imagination. Come on. Come on guys, over here. Let's go. Come on.
Order guide you.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look at you.
Have order. Solidify.
Yes. Haha. Oh, I don't even need that.
Right.
Lord and Savior, Big Dog Zhongli. And here's the chest.
Certainly worth the extra mile.
This right here.
Stabilize.
Oh, look. Another chest right there. Yes, all three of you, right here. Hit my no, ooh, there's 4? 5, 6, ooh. So much meat right here. Come on.
Solidify.
All of you are mine. Oh, look at all this meat. It's like a buffet. Oh, man.
One man's stove.
It was like a fucking buffet, bro.
Gem.
Hell yeah. Nice. So I guess now we go this way. More meat?
Gather.
All of you, in a circle. Come on. Hey, you idiot. Back over here.
Whirling snow.
Yes. Dude, I'm gonna have so much meat.
Solidify.
I don't even know how much meat I've got now. Let me see, how much meat do I have? To like... Okay, so it's not in there. Would it be in here? Ha 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 ha! 96 raw meats. And another raw meat. For me. Make that 97. Make that even more! Because each one gives like 3. Yes! Huh? Where am I? What am I doing? Where am I? Oh. Okay, I made it out of the cave. And a pickaxe. Okay. Escape from the hospital. Look at that! A nice little oasis there. Dope. Alright, time to go back in. God forgive us all. Okay. Your sins shall not be forgiven because I just don't give a fuck. So, there wouldn't be a way back up. So I have to go this way. Go all the way back around to the hospital. Because I decided to jump down a fucking hole. It was a giant gaping hole. You expect me to not jump into it? No. Get this Dendroculus right here. Spinocroc!
There's a pleasant breeze and glorious sunshine. So, where shall we go for a walk?
Let's see. We should walk that way. Yeah. Huh? What the fuck are those? What do I do with this? Hey, you. Can you... Oh, you're the scorpions, okay. I've got a favor to ask of you guys. Come here. Can you do something with this? Tell me. No, you just walk right over it.
Whirling snow!
Gather!
Huh. So maybe I need like a shovel or something. There's gotta be something that I need to like deal with that. Which is fine, I guess. Doop 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 doop. Ah, wrong thing. Look at those birds. I hate... Yeah, you go do that. Alright, so... I gotta get down to there. Aha! And looks like I need Dendro character again. Woo! Fucking love being forced to use Dendro for this shit, you know?
Everything's ready.
Shut up, Kale. There's one. That one's locked. Is that one still locked? Yeah. Why is this one locked? Let's climb up here and see. Okay.
Yeah. Stabilize.
All of you in a circle. There's plenty of me to go around. They didn't even give me any meat or flour. Foul. Alright, big man now. Unagi meat, yeah.
Gather.
My apologies.
Take this. Order guide you.
Whee! Meteor.
Take flight.
Here. Yeah.
Kamisato art. Sumetsu.
Lightning flash.
Oh wow, you guys
Solidify.
more. Ooh, owie, you hit me. Oh.
My apologies.
Here. Yeah.
Take flight.
Yeah, come on, hit me harder, bitch.
This is order.
My apologies. Go!
I will have order.
Alright, now that's fixed.
Just sharpen my spear.
Alright, you know what? I'm gonna make a group here. Let's see. It's gonna have him.
This world is full of unsolved mysteries.
And
A walk would be nice.
Trainee Forest
Her.
Ranger Cole, reporting.
I await your instruction.
there. Now I only have to switch
Mantis
parties.
wine
I
tastes
don't
the
have
same.
to switch who I'm using. There we go. Down the hole! Ooh. Oh. Blah blah. None of this is useful. Let's go down this way. Hello, bunks, rooms, and no people.
Look, there's someone over there.
Is there?
Good idea. Let's approach.
Is he someone that matters?
Wait. You're...
Speak, and his eyes are unfocused. But he looks too young to be anyone's grandfather. Also, why is he the only one here?
Didn't expect to see him here.
You know him?
He's Razak, a senior of mine at the academia.
He's a scholar too? Is he the kind that holes up in a forest and mumbles stuff about training?
No. And that's the problem. Razak was never involved in any of those things. He never trained in the forest, let alone reach Satyavada life. Leaving that question aside for the moment, him being here alone means that we might be too late. Looks like they've already taken everyone away.
Oh, nice.
For whatever reason, they left Razak here. Perhaps they simply didn't have time to come back for him. There are drag marks on the ground. They're clearer by the doorway. Someone was forcefully drawing a cart that was loaded with something heavy.
Loaded with people?
No, Paimon.
That is one possibility.
Fucking
It
unicorns.
looks like they were in a hurry, as if they were afraid of being caught. In their haste, they failed to notice Razak hiding in a corner. The symptoms are identical. Looks like we found living proof.
Huh?
Allow me to jog your memory. Recall your time at Port Ormos. Don't you think his symptoms look familiar?
Yeah, that one guy.
Oh, now
Correct. The Academia, it isn't difficult to deduce their rationale. First, the Academia spread a false rumor of the Scarlet King's resurrection, emphasizing the role of the village keepers, the mad scholars who were exiled to Aru village. These rumors were all the persuasion that the radicals needed, and those based in Aru village leapt into action. Unbeknownst to them, of course, through rounding up the scholars, they were actually helping the Academia. As well as being able to exploit the radicals for their own ends, this scheme has one further advantage to the
And
Academia.
that is how
All
Scaramouche
the
is
risks and
getting his,
responsibilities are
god
offloaded
body.
onto the Scarlet King's followers. Life for the desert dwellers has been brutal ever since the Scarlet King's death all those years ago. Beneath the surface, feelings of desperation are widespread. Many would give everything they have for the prospect of something better. Anyone looking to exploit that for their own ends simply needs to make a few empty promises.
Yeah.
Even if complications arise, people will see that those involved are all followers of the Scarlet King and look for no further explanation than differences of belief. A deep-seated mistrust of the desert and everyone in it by the rest of Sumeru will make sure of that. The notion of an academia plot wouldn't even cross their minds. It may seem like a simple strategy, but it is able to work wonders under Sumeru's current circumstances.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense. It's in line with the village chief's theory, too. But there's still one very important question. Wasn't it the academia that brought the scholars to Aru village in the
For
first
Scaramouche to become a god
Why does it
body.
want them back now?
Throughout this process, one thing has changed. The scholars' identity. First, they were scholars. Then, they became lunatics. After that, they were exiles. An exile is still patently a living, breathing human being. But when someone becomes a missing person, that is brought into question. If you can't find someone, you have no way of knowing what exactly happened to them. That makes missing people an ideal resource.
Resource? For what
Scaramouche's
exactly?
god buddy.
One possibility is that the information in their brains could be extracted into knowledge capsules.
Extracted? You mean canned knowledge comes from people's brains?
Where the fuck
With the
else do you
technology of
think
the
it
Sumeru
was?
Academia, it's entirely possible. Perhaps the process caused them great suffering, which is why they cry out in the dead of night, when no one is watching them.
So, the human brain...
I'm the Academia scribe, after all. I'm familiar with their projects. Anyway, judging by Razak's state, the contents of a divine knowledge capsule were extracted from his mind. But something went wrong in the process. Or perhaps his curiosity got the better of him, and he used such a capsule for himself.
Maybe.
Human's a little confused. Can they just use anyone's brain?
Look on your face tells me you've realized the answer.
Yeah.
That's right. To some scholars, gaining knowledge about the gods is their entire life's pursuit. Extracting canned knowledge is just one of the extreme measures they turn to.
Yeah, it's all about
However,
Scaramouche's god
I
body.
can't help but wonder. The Academia is going out of their way to look for forbidden knowledge. I've spent quite some time trying to analyze the contents of the divine knowledge capsule, but to no avail. It seems like my way of thinking.
You mean you're not even slightly interested in getting your hands on...
All scholars seek to expand the horizons of knowledge, but I'm not particularly interested in gods, so I don't extracting information from people as if they were lifeless objects? If this is the direction of academic progress, then the Academia may as well shut its doors.
Sounds like you're really against all this.
Of course. The Academia's actions run contrary to their rules. Whether it be academics or knowledge, everything has its boundaries. If those lines are crossed, the rules and order that govern everything in the world will be destroyed. This matter needs to be corrected. Just like fixing a typo in a book.
Wait, didn't you step in to help because you felt sympathy for those poor people?
Fuck
Not
no.
to be callous, but no. My criteria are, there is no shortage of suffering in Sumeru, and the same can be said for the rest of Teyvat as well. What do you plan to do about it?
Probably not.
You can say that. Simply put, I don't blindly place my faith into strength or heroism. I do what I want. The divine knowledge capsule is something I want to investigate in full. That doesn't mean I'm willing to take action for the sake of a few strangers.
Paimon's been wanting to say this for a while. There are a lot of bad guys in the
Though I must say, I quite enjoy this feeling of being the odd one out. Uniqueness is also an asset.
Wow, that's a great way to think about it. Paimon's really impressed. If only Miss Shani had a similar mindset.
her life would definitely be a lot easier.
I'm just a more likable person than her in general. There's nothing more to
I
it
don't
than
remember Miss Shawnee.
He won't last long if we leave him here. We'll work out our next step.
Alright, back to Aru. Ancient key. Stolen by a masked weasel. Ancient key, where does it go? I don't see anything of, like, where it would go. Dusty tableware, blackened sugar bowl. Huh. Yeah, there's nothing here. Interesting. That don't do anything, okay. Nothing here. Okay. Back to Aru. The story is getting mighty interesting, you know?
We're back!
You must be tired. You should
No.
rest and take some water.
No. I only drink the souls of the damned.
Who's this?
Unfortunately, somebody who's too young to take on the role of Isak's grandfather. Nevertheless, he's one of the people we're trying to find.
So, at one point in time, the abandoned Elazar hospital served as the academia's site for extracting divine cant knowledge.
Yeah.
Pretty much!
Their plan must have been implemented at some point before we arrived at Aru village, since divine cant knowledge has been in circulation for a while now. Yet, they fled once we were headed to the village, almost as if they knew we were on their trail. Why is that?
Yeah, why is that?
We may have a mole in our midst.
Who's the mole?
One of us could be secretly revealing our whereabouts to the academia.
Quick, check your clothing.
Huh? Are our friendships that shallow?
Looks like none of you have realized wherein lies the issue. Sino, you're the reason why they can predict our movements.
Wait,
Aha!
what's that supposed to mean?
Choose your next words very carefully.
It is simply a logical inference. I have my...
So what you're saying is... Sino's the mole. Interesting. And here I thought you were the most suspicious one.
I know. You have a point. But I realized something as we were returning from the hospital. Sino isn't like any of us.
What are you trying to say?
Do you still remember who you are, General Mahamatra? As a Matra, you are no doubt privy to certain kinds of information. Before you can take action against someone, you are required to have all the facts available, including the less than savory details. Simply put, the academia has traditionally allowed you access to a wealth of sensitive information. Knowing their modus operandi, wouldn't you expect them to take precautions against you?
Yeah, I would.
If you want to raise a vicious wolf, you need to make sure that you can avoid its bite.
The academia is monitoring me?
It's not that simple. The academia has eyes all over Sumeru, but they have a special protocol for every so often comes on Yagarbaha Day. On this day, the academia enters new information into the Akasha through knowledge capsules. I remember seeing a thick notebook next to the control panel once. Its contents were all about the General Mahamatra, his activities throughout the day, preferred methods of enacting judgment, everything.
You're saying that the academia entered my information into the Akasha too?
Oh.
But what's the point in doing that? My actions aren't important enough to be added into the Akasha.
That's where you're
The Akasha
wrong.
is capable of computation. The Akasha's algorithms are entirely capable of predicting your movements using the data entered. When you would depart, the route you would follow, your destination. It knew all of this.
It predicted my every...
The academia has been watching you longer than you...
So that's how it is. Sino adheres to his principles so strongly that he's actually a thorn in their side. Tenacity of will and steadfast faith are worthless to the academia. They need scholars who are easily pliable and mindlessly go after anything they can profit from. Sino, don't take it to heart. This just proves how much of a trustworthy ally you...
They escaped because of me.
Don't blame yourself. It's not like any of us would have known.
I have an idea. If they predicted my movements, then I might be able to guess where they went.
Whoa, you bounced back fast.
Yeah.
There is always an opportunity for safety after...
Oh, so that's how it is! If the academia is trying to avoid Sino, then the safest...
One step behind. Yeah.
They'll want to proceed in the direction opposite of where I'm going. I must go.
There's also something I want to investigate.
Let's go, guys! After...
Please, wait! I wanna...
Too dangerous now.
I wanna find Grandpa.
Everyone?
Well, then
leave it in
I
your
hope
hands.
you break your leg.
Yay! Let's go! Paimon feels like we're...
If it turned out Dia was the mole, I'd be really sad. I mean, 44,000 wishes, or primos. It's not too bad. Loose sand piles. Oh, power of Animo. Okay. That makes sense then. But I'm gonna call it here. I'll finish this next Monday. So that should be cool. I'll catch y'all in the next one.
Every journey
Tomorrow.
has its final day.
I'll probably do Witcher because Phantasy Star is having its maintenance thing, so I don't know exactly what time, but if I start streaming, yeah, it just depends. But I've changed my time to 11:30 now, so it's a little bit later, so it's a little bit more lenient for people. I'm still debating on whether or not changing it to 12 and changing my days around a little. Who knows? But I'll keep y'all informed. Yeah. Ciao.